Hello. I mean, it's a good thing we're gonna be watching a Bungie stream VOD to start, because Steam is down for maintenance, because it do be Tuesday at 6 Eastern. How convenient. I tab over and I noticed that, so we planned this perfectly. By we, I mean me, and by planned perfectly, I mean complete happenstance. Anyways, um, here's the YouTube VOD. Um, let's see. Let's put from on here. Hopefully the stream doesn't get muted for this. So that way VOD can hear what's happening. Uh, since they might talk a lot, we're gonna like nudge the speed slightly. Like that does nothing, but it speeds up a little bit in case they talk really slow. Alright. Here we are.
All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, Guardians. Welcome. My name is Dylan. I'm going to be your host today. And happy 11-year anniversary to Destiny 1's launch. I wanted to make sure to cover that at the very top because it's kind of mind-melting. 11 years of Destiny. Had no idea we'd be here. Today we have a ton to talk through, so we're going to rush through this. No, we aren't going to rush. But we have Renegades. We have some really cool stuff to talk about that's going to be coming in December. We have a wonderful update from our development team. We've been listening. We're looking at your feedback, and we actually have some plans that are coming together right now to address it since Edge of Fate launched. And then we also have, on the second half of the show, we're going to be looking at Ashen Iron. We'll have a bunch of devs on the couch. We're going to talk about the activities,
so we really care about this first bit.
Potentially a new exotic that you might have been asking about. So,
a new exotic?
Robbie,
maybe the
how you doing? Welcome back to the couch.
Hey, Dylan, it's great to be here. And like you were talking here in the intro, like we've got some really big changes coming based on all the feedback we're getting from the Edge of Fate.
That
we'll talk about right after we give a little bit of a first look at Renegades here. And that's why we got our laptops, right? There's a lot to get through, and there's a lot to talk about. So we're just going to Dylan and I are making sure we're going to get through it all.
I love that key art.
So we've been hard at work on collaborating with our friends at Lucasfilm Games to make something that is like unmistakably Star Wars, but authentically a Destiny story and experience.
How Star Wars
and so today
are
we get to start pulling back the curtain on that.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to embrace my inner Scarrow and ask, Robbie, is there a Vidoc?
Yeah, so you all asked for it. You're going to get it. We're about to play Vidoc. That is our first look at the Lawless Frontier. You're stepping into a world of criminals, shady deals, with an arsenal at your disposal that you'll only be able to find within a black market here that's emerged within Seoul. And so, yeah,
1080p, this doesn't feel 1080p. It's a little blurry. Alright, okay, Vidoc. Oh, whoa. Just automatically, this so obviously Mars. At least here, this is obviously Mars. Okay.
Seeing how stunning
Allison.
Star Wars it felt was electric.
I just jumped in that walker and I just annihilated the encounter.
What?
Squeezing that trigger.
That's an
ATST.
ATST.
Just go off. It was like a whole new world opened up for me.
There's something really special here that we haven't really done in Destiny before.
That ignition, that hiss, that sound.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
That's a Sarlacc pit. Very Destiny looking though. There's like the tickety goop from Heresy and like.
We began in the shadow of a prophecy that says our end is already written. It's here we draw a line in the sand.
Hold on, back.
That says our.
This is a. This looks like classic Imperial like Star Destroyer vibes right there.
Is already written. It's here we draw a line in the sand.
Guessing it's
where we start
Cabal.
the long journey to fight our fate. In Renegades, Guardians infiltrate a criminal underworld to save a friend whose past has caught up with them and disrupt the rise of powerful new enemies. In special collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, we took inspiration from Star Wars to craft a one-of-a-kind Destiny story.
Yeah, that's a.
Renegades
I guess Cabal ATST.
And glory of a space western to Destiny. But Renegades isn't just about power. It's about what you're willing to risk to change the future.
The folks at Lucasfilm were such great collaborators. They understood that in order for this to work, we had to find where the Venn diagram of our two stories meet. Themes of underdogs rising up against something much larger than themselves. Themes of hope. Those little places in that Venn diagram are the ones that really help us find the story that we want to tell together.
If you look at Star Wars and you look at
Oh
Destiny,
yeah,
you
it's
can kind of see that
definitely
parallel
heresy
that exists.
vibe
So for instance,
there,
our
that's-
Dredgen,
yep.
they're our Sith.
Pretty Sithy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you've got
Dredgen?
the Barrett Imperium,
Whoa.
and they are very, very...
Whoa. What is this guy? That's like a Legionnaire, that's a Scion. They're funky looking. They kind of look almost... I don't want to say Neo... Like, this vibe gives me, like, Neo Mooney kind of stuff. Like, stuff we would see in Lightfall. Like, just, like, the, like, architecture, the, like, background art.
Empire-like. They have a huge appetite for expansion.
Whoa.
I think of the Praxic Order. There are Jedi in this release, and they are very focused on
remember enough
order
about
and
Praxic,
law,
but
and
sure.
understanding that there is a binary in our universe of good and evil. We get to poke at that a little bit in a way that suits our story and our world, while still feeling very much like the inspiration that we're calling from. Edge of Fate leaves us with a really big pass forward into the future. We know of this prophecy now that tells us that we need to bind
Wait,
the
I just
Nine,
realized
or
in that
we face
cutscene where
extinction.
Drifter
And Drifter
was
there on Kepler. He saw all
shot
of
at
this.
by, I presume, a Cabal Star Destroyer. It didn't look like he had the hull with him.
Drifter is convinced
It looked like he
that there's
just
a
had
connection
the
between
derelict.
the Nine and the rise of this new faction, the Barrent Imperium. He sees them
Barrent
rising at an
Imperium.
unnaturally fast rate and is insistent that there's a problem. But the Vanguard isn't listening. They're insisting that he needs to stand down.
The cool thing about this criminal underworld is you and Drifter and your crew, you come in at the bottom. And at the top, there's the Barrett Imperium. You need to work with all these crooked criminal syndicates in between.
What?
Earning your power, building up the notoriety, getting the gear that you need
What the
to take down that powerful Imperium at the top.
Wait,
There's a weapon
what?
that the Barrent Imperium have made, and we need to be
The
the ones to destroy it. And
star
we're not going to be able to do that
on a
unless
live
we work
hook or
with exactly
something.
the kind of people that we normally fight.
Because
So
it
we're going to
can't be
head
the
out to the
Death
lawless
Star for
frontier,
obvious
and one
reasons.
job at a time, we're going to take down the Imperium.
The Lawless Frontier is filled with big, chaotic, cooperative
Oh,
activities.
wait, this is
You're going to choose the job, you're going to choose which renegade abilities
oh, wait, yeah,
you're
we
going
saw
to take
Europa
into those
earlier,
jobs,
so I
and
guess
then
there's
you're
some
going to
stuff I
drop
can
into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as you can, and then get out.
I don't know where
Or
that
die
is.
trying.
To do that, you're going to go to the Lost Frontier holo map. You'll see Mars, Europa, and Venus with swamps that are very reminiscent of Dagobah. There's some hints of
Venus.
Fallout in
Oh,
Europa, right?
Venus wasn't
We're
on my
fans of both Star Wars and Destiny, like Mars, which is some pits that are very reminiscent of Sarlacc pits, and you don't want to fall into them. You'll
Yeah.
die.
These are Destiny locations. It's just we're taking inspiration
very
from
Hoth
some of these
feeling.
iconic places in Star Wars.
Oh,
Let's say we go to Mars,
Thinking I did-
and
bro,
you're going to
that's
pick a bounty
just
hunting job
jumping
or to fall in
ship.
to take out some Cabal. And then
Bounty
you either
hunt
matchmake with
Cabal.
people online, you take your crew with you, you can play solo. Every time you drop in, you might be in a
What
different
is
location on the map.
that
Your objectives are going to be a little
fucking
different each time.
pocket,
But
sweet
time of day, so
business
there's a lot of
looking thing?
variety and richness within these activities as well. It's going to be highly
different-
replayable. Along the way, we're going to throw a bunch of curveballs.
Okay.
You might run into a missile
There's
tower
the
that's
third
trying to take
iteration
you out from
heat
halfway
sink.
across the map. And you have to like divert and take it out, and you get some extra credits out of that. Defeat your boss, get to the exfil with whatever time you got left.
Wait, Exfil.
Call your ship in. All hell drops in on your head from the Cabal. Your ship
Is it a
flies in.
PvE
You hop aboard and you got
extraction gamer?
Over the course of the campaign,
I mean, they've been
indeed, you're gonna
developing
push
that.
the
They've been
You're gonna
making
be unlocking
marathons so they can
and
make it
learning
just
a bunch of different
PvE.
renegade abilities.
We got things like airstrikes, Cabal drop pods, vehicles like the Cabal walkers,
Oh my god,
interceptors,
it's
swoop bikes.
swoop
turrets.
bikes.
We've got 9 abilities, 7 upgrades. There's a ton of stuff that you
Abilities
can
and
bring
7
in and
upgrades.
just change how things play.
In the
It's like
coin
a tech
flick.
tree of options.
It's like a whole tree of
Whoa.
options across support, defensive, and offensive abilities.
Whoa.
So the player's going to have a lot
There's a
to
lot
play with
happening
here.
in these concepts.
The Lawless Frontier isn't just about raw power. It's about influence. shady backroom deals, working for these powerful syndicates and against them at different times. And all of this takes place at the heart of the criminal underworld in Tharsis Outpost.
Is that a goblin wearing...
The Vanguard have been preoccupied. They've been off saving the world, and they haven't been looking at Tharsis.
I'm sorry, what?
It's changed a lot since the last time we were there.
It's now this thriving black market, this criminal underworld.
These fucks are wearing clothes.
Tharsis Junction became Tharsis Outpost.
PvP
map. An unsavory
Whoa.
job that you need done, you can find it at Tharsis
Spider
Outpost.
here.
Tharsis Outpost feels appropriate for both Star Wars and for us. When we looked at Mos Eisley as inspiration, we knew that we could play in that playground in a really fun way. From the ghosts that you'll see floating around to one Elixni with all 4 of his Elixni arms shaking up drinks. We took that inspiration and we found the Destiny spin on it.
That's it.
Criminal syndicates have moved in.
You're working with the syndicates. You are building your notoriety with them.
The 3 different syndicates that we created, we're going to be dealing with. The Pikers are Elixni. They're kind of like an anarchist.
You mean the Pikes? The Pike Syndicate, maybe? You can't just add an R and make it different.
Biker gang,
Damn it,
unlike other
Punchy.
Elixni, they're atheists. They don't worship machines.
They're
They follow
atheists.
relics. We've also got the Totality Division, a subsect of the Barrent Imperium. They're run by Scions, and their enforcer Rao is going to be the leader of this group. And we've got Tharsis Reformation. They are a breakaway group from Maya's Vex. They're starting to think for themselves and figure out what it means to be an individual.
They're starting to do crime. They're they're wearing clothes.
Crime and wearing clothes are what all
Are
individuals
they
do.
protecting their radial area
We need
too?
to have new people to fight and new people to root
Radial
for.
area core isn't
And this was our opportunity.
exposed. Notoriety is power.
At the heart of the Renegade fantasy is not just surviving the lawless frontier, it's garnering influence and
Honestly,
building your power so
the
that you can
Vex
bend
might be
it
my
to your
favorite because
will.
that's just interesting. Like, we've never
In the
seen...
end game, we get the best
individual Vex.
weapons, the best armor, the coolest exclusive cosmetics. You're going to need to work with the syndicates to increase your notoriety by completing jobs successfully, alone or with crew, and in doing so, you'll unlock our highest risk, highest reward jobs. And at the same time, you're going to have the ability to do the special job that'll take you off planet to the dungeon.
Dungeon. Okay. Dungeons...
And you'll also unlock Invasion.
That's
More
right,
pyramid.
Invasion is back. But
Oh.
this doesn't work like Gambit. It's opt-in, the invader has some initiative when invasion begins. This is more strategic.
You scan the battlefield, and you're like, okay, is this the right time for me to take the shot? And what's the right tool for me to do it? Do I use an airstrike or a vehicle? Do I use a Cabal Walker?
Coin.
Just watch out for that double cross.
Yeah.
Renegades marks the Guardian's descent into a criminal underworld.
Yeah.
A world of shadows and syndicates, where your light and your choices will cut a path forward.
Okay.
You'll fight dirty, break the rules, and build a hardened crew that can take on any job, standing up to the
Lightsaber.
most ruthless syndicates in the system.
Hit him with it. The audio's a bit... funky sounding? Almost
Even in
sounds like
darkest corners of this
weirdly
world,
compressed.
There's still a glimmer of hope. Guardians will have to find their
Music.
own version of balance between loyalty and survival, between power and purpose. Because there's more at
Am
play
I
than credits
hearing
and
it
contracts.
doubled? Like,
Forces
why
are on
is
the
it,
move.
like,
Ones that see you not just as a player, but as a piece on the board. To change the future, you'll have to become the one thing they never saw coming.
Jedi. What is that?
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
What are... who are they? Who are... what? Who are they? Yep.
All right, welcome back.
Then we get an X.
Sorry,
X-wing.
I love Vidocs. I gotta stop looking at chat. Let's get the show on the road. So pre-orders for the new Renegade Standard Edition start right now.
Okay,
and
so
we
you
actually
can
have
just
some added
buy
bonuses. Even if you
standard.
pre-ordered the, what do we got? Year of Prophecy Edition, we have 2 additional cosmetics that are going live today with the patch. the
X-ray.
Starside introduction emblem, and a new exotic ship, which we call the Renegade Leader. You're going to see it on the screen right now, and I'm
X-wing.
going to ask a silly question. What are we looking at?
I mean, I think we're kind of looking at something that looks like an X-wing here, a little bit.
Kind
maybe a little
of.
Red Leader action. So, I mean, this is one of our homages, right?
Homage!
The team had a lot of fun with. So we wanted to build like an
just
iconic ship, Dylan,
changed
that kicked
the
off the
name.
road to Renegades here over the next few months. And what's cool about this
Homage
is you're actually
my
going to see your ship,
ass.
whatever ship you have equipped, that's going to be flying by when you deploy your Renegade abilities in the Lawless Frontier. And also, you're going to be using your ship to go between different areas within the Plaguelands here in the Reclaim activity that's launching today as well.
Awesome. So with pre-orders talked about, let's dive into the Vidoc.
there's a lot.
Robbie,
Yes,
where are we
please,
starting?
give me my
Yeah, so I think
info.
it's like probably best. There's so much like to do a really kind of quick overview of what we looked at here. So Renegades thrust you and your crew into the heart of a lawless frontier that's emerged around Mars, Europa, and Venus, all new locations.
I like
those places.
Venus coming back in
and you're
some
trying to keep up
activity.
with Drifter, ultimately, who's chasing startling visions of calamity and rumors of a powerful new Cabal faction.
Look, he
that's
doesn't
rising
have
up
the
against
hull.
Imperium.
He's just the
The Imperiums
derelict
installed
up
themselves
there.
as top dog in the criminal underworld, and Drifter's convinced that the Nine is involved with the Imperium's rapid growth. It wouldn't be the first time the Nine have meddled in the background and done some crazy things with Cabal
the guy with the red
Anyway,
saber is
so
probably
to deal with
a
the Imperium,
dredgen,
you're going to take
I
on the role of
bet,
a
'cause they
renegade
were
as a guardian. You're
alluding
going to
to
smuggle,
that
sabotage,
being
bounty hunt your way to the top of the lawless frontier, and that means you're going to be working with shady syndicates
Praxic?
to build your
Maybe
influence
the
with Tharsis.
other person
But
with the yellow
ultimately, like this
saber
is
was
for
Anor.
the right reason. You're being the bad guy to do the right thing because you
Praxic?
can't really ignore this prophecy of extinction. that
Honor
showed up at
is
the
a
end of the day.
Praxic
Yeah.
order
So I mean,
warlock.
you mentioned Drifter. We have a pretty stellar cast
I've
here, and there was a
cracked the
new
case
character
on
that
who
showed up
those
in there.
two were.
Yeah,
at
we
the
showed
end,
one
I
of our
was
new characters.
confused.
That's a new member of your crew who comes from the Praxis Order, actually. And they've been tasked with tracking down reports of dredging activity across the lawless frontier. And they've also been tasked with keeping an eye on Drifter because he's been seeing and saying some crazy stuff lately. And this is all being done in defiance of the Vanguard. So this Praxis Order is kind of here to kind of be oversight of everything that's happening. We've got a bunch of new villains too, alongside the criminal syndicates and their bosses. We just don't want to spoil too much right now. We're going to have more on the story closer to launch.
All right. So we've got smuggling, sabotaging, bounty hunting, wearing clothes.
I like
doing
that we're
crime.
actually getting
Let's talk about
activities,
the
as long
gameplay.
as it's better than
so
just
being an
Civ.
individual means crimes and clothes. We've established
Civ
that.
was
going forward. One thing to like make
put it
sure is clear
lightly.
here, like in the campaign that has a bunch of story missions, it's going to introduce you to also
and
the
then this
jobs
is
that you'll be
also the
taking in
post-game.
addition to those story missions within the lawless frontier. So you'll be kind of climbing the ranks of the criminal underworld here because the syndicates are not going to trust you out the gate. You kind of
course
have to
not.
garner
We're
influence with them
guardians.
before
We
they're
gotta
gonna
show
help
'em
you
we're
out in
not
dealing with the Imperium. And so then at the
morally
conclusion of the campaign,
solid.
once that Imperium's chokehold is kind of loosened on Tharsis and the lawless frontier, you unintentionally kick off a turf war between the three syndicates because now they're all vying for power because you kind of toppled the top dog
I vote for
of
the
their
Vex.
power hierarchy.
Yeah.
I'm on the
And
Vex's
so let's
side.
talk about this. In
Oh.
December, the Lawless
Target
Frontier is coming.
a
It's not just like a
syndicate.
concept. It's an activity.
Yeah, and I know we're showing
Oh.
something on screen right now that like is like when you go through this like daily ritual of dealing with contested territory, you'll be able to like target the syndicate you want to kind of like take down in that moment. But ultimately, the Lawless Frontier is a new activity where you'll be carrying out a variety of those missions, those smuggle, bounty hunt, sabotaging. I think you kind of can tell what they're going to be all about just with the name of them.
Yeah.
And this is you just partnering with and against the syndicates. And so it's fast, it's tactical, and it's going to throw
It's solo
a ton
op.
of enemies and a variety of objectives within each of these jobs at your fire team in new locations across Mars, Europa, and Venus. This is all about big, chaotic co-op action within the Lawless Frontier.
Mechanical action.
And then when you're working with the syndicates, like, I expect to be paid when I take on a job. Like,
Sure.
what are they going to be
Of
giving us?
course.
Every criminal
you'll
does,
get
right? You know what I mean? So, like one thing just to like talk about at the top because Tom and I are really excited about this, the creative lead on Renegades. The Cabal have been
I
dropping
love
pods in your
this
head
guy.
for like 8 years now, something like that. And so with one of our Renegade abilities, we kind of get to turn the table on the Cabal and drop one on them. It also supplies you some ammo and stuff too, some nice convenience there.
Interesting.
But the campaign ultimately like introduce you to a number of these abilities. And the turf war,
Like
you'll actually choose which syndicates you want to pledge to in order to unlock more abilities, and a bigger suite of upgrades. Also, depending on which syndicate you're pledged to, there will be other bonuses and weekly shipments coming into Tharsis as well that you get to take advantage of.
Nice black
and
screen.
so one thing I want to note too is that all of these Renegade abilities that we're talking about in the Vidoc, they're purely additive to your subclass abilities. The Renegade abilities do not override any of your other
good.
abilities. So like your super, your melee, your grenade, that's all at your disposal on top of these Renegade abilities.
We really wanted to lean into the idea
of this fantasy of
I didn't
working
care
with
for
your crew
Mattermorph.
and the various roles you could play within the Lost Frontiers of all
Shall I
these different types of
continue?
jobs that you're going to be doing.
Awesome. And then I have to give a shout out to James Sy. He's frankly one of the biggest Star Wars nerds I've ever met in my life. But he was talking about the blaster and that feel the first time he shot it. Like, let's talk about him.
Yeah, I love that blaster, and because like my personal joke is it's like Forerunner at home. It's kind of like a legendary version of that exotic, and it just feels fucking incredible.
Sure.
Sorry, it feels incredible. Excuse me. For kids at home, legendary version of that exotic, and it just feels fucking incredible. Oh, sorry, it feels incredible. Excuse me.
There it was.
So we're gonna have a weapons deep dive close to launch. I know I keep saying that. There's a ton of the Vidoc. There's even more to be talked about.
Okay, that's a
too much.
sniper,
But what we
I
can say
believe.
about blasters right now is they're
Sidearm
new,
or hand
powerful
cannon.
weapons in your arsenal,
SMG?
and they actually draw ammo straight from your reserves, Dylan. And so the
it's a
mechanic of this
heat
is
sink.
basically heating up the gun and then venting it out. So no
Third
reloading,
iteration.
technically,
You've
but since you
tested
have to like
this.
charge up
You
heat,
already
and you have to
tested
think about
this.
overheating, it's a whole mechanic and has its own special reload associated with it. And so it's going to be all about finding like the rhythm of pace and battle between building up heat and venting it.
So if you
It's
want to
really fun
get
play
good
around
with these
and the team is really
blasters,
honing
use
in on
third
something like
iteration
that
a
feels really
bunch.
special and new.
Basically.
All right.
Cool, yeah.
So we're not going to go too deep on campaign because spoilers. We want to let players discover that.
There's
We talked about the
lightsabers.
Lawless Frontier, but one of the components is invasions.
Oh yeah. So you're going to unlock invasion as part of that turf war we've been talking about, and the syndicates are like reaching out to you, and they're giving you contracts to play Hitman against other Guardian crews.
I
So it's
like
1 versus
Hitman.
3. It's you versus a Guardian crew on the Lawless Frontier. And like we said in the Vidoc, invasion is 100% opt-in for both the invaders and the defending fire team crew.
Oh, okay.
But
So if
don't
you don't
worry,
wanna
because
deal
all of
with
the
it.
difficulty modes, there's always an option that is available to you if you don't want to engage in invasion. Yeah,
Okay.
we want to make sure that, because like even though some people love that PvE chocolate mixing with that PvP peanut butter, we wanted to make sure that if you didn't want to do that, there's always an option for you to do something else within the Lost Frontier.
And then
Just-
if you
just
do
chocolate,
opt in,
no
though,
peanut butter.
there's more rewards or incentive, right?
I mean, yeah, you're like asking, you're basically saying, hey, fire team, I'm open to having another Guardian come and wreck shop and mess my day up, right? And so you're taking a higher risk, so therefore there's a chance of higher reward depending on how you handle that, right?
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so that covers gameplay effectively. We do have a dungeon. We showed a little tease, but again, no spoilers. We'll let you discover that on day one.
It's another fucking
Let's talk about the
pyramid-based
last thing
thing,
that
man.
players
I'm
may have seen, or the
over
first thing,
it.
honestly.
It
We saw
looks
chat
so
blown up.
pyramid.
Let's talk about the saber.
Right. So
Yes,
yeah,
please.
this is
Lightsaber.
Destiny's homage, right? It's our love letter to
Again,
the
you
Star
can't
Wars
say homage
lightsaber.
when you're copying
And we're calling it
Hallmark.
the Praxic Blade.
Praxic Blade.
Again, we'll
I
be sharing a
can't.
whole lot more closer to launch. I'm really sorry. I feel like a parrot right now just saying the same thing. But what I can say is that the Praxic Blade is going to be highly customizable in both gameplay and visuals. And so there's going to be a ton of parts. And
So probably
components
different
that you'll be
abilities you can
chasing and
probably, like,
discovering
put one
throughout
or
the
two
Lost
on.
Frontier, within the turf war, within the dungeon itself. And this is all about kind of
And
making the
colors.
Praxic Blade your own. And you saw it in the Vidoc, but the blade really does feel truly exotic right now. You can do things with it that no other weapon can do in Destiny, and I really can't wait till players get their hands on it here in a few months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, like 3 months.
that's it for Renegades. We have 2 more big subjects to go through today. So thanks for running us through that.
Of course.
Our next section is going to be all about quality of life. It's going to be about a lot of the feedback that we've been seeing in the live
Oh,
game since
here we
Edge
go.
of Fate launched. And then after that, we'll be talking about
Feedback.
Ash and Iron with another cast of devs to talk about a bunch of cool stuff.
Feedback.
So ultimately, we have quite a lot coming over the next few months. We're going to be talking about a bunch of high-level
of
goals,
old stuff.
objectives, some of our philosophy. We do not have a roadmap today, but we will have a roadmap in the next few weeks
Don't do a
outlining our road
roadmap.
to Renegades, which I've been calling it
Please.
selfishly. So we'll figure out a fancier name for it at some point, but let's dive in. I think the first thing that I want to talk about here, let me get this up. I mean, ultimately, this feels like we're having a mini community summit on
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
But let's talk about rewards. Let's talk about the portal. Let's talk about power. Let's talk about the climb and the
Go
feedback that we've
up,
been seeing.
not
Yeah, so
down.
you do a little bit more table
More
setting and
reward,
framing
not
here.
less.
Like we said at the top of the stream, we've been taking a lot of this feedback to heart, right? We've been listening very intently. We've been looking at our data, and Dylan, we know we need to make some changes, right? And so this is what this whole next section is going to be about. We're going to talk about a ton of stuff. Some of it, a little bit of it is going to come from Ashen Iron, a lot more in Renegades, and then even more in the future. And so coming back to the power climb, we want it to be faster, we want it to have improved rewards, and we really want it to highlight new and aspirational activities when Renegades launches. And so that means looking at the Renegades campaign and the Renegades jobs in the Lawless Frontier and the activities you do there, and making sure that they both feel like great sources of seasonal power. We know with the Edge of Fate, after you completed the campaign on Kepler, that there was a bunch of cool stuff to do and some rewards to get, but it didn't fit into the seasonal power game, right? It didn't feel like it was a viable path.
I
so
could
these
either
big chaotic
do
fire team based jobs that we've built and all that variety we're pouring
Mythic
into
stuff,
it is going
or
to
I
be
could
this
go to
engine
Caldera
to climb
for
seasonal
100
power. If you're
hours.
loving that activity, you're going to be able to spend an enormous amount of time
Mix.
there.
Yeah, and you touched on aspirational content. So when we look at it, you're doing the power climb, but you're looking at the end game, and our raids and dungeons are a part of that.
Yes, they are. So we are making sure here, there's two approaches we're taking and a bunch of work that's going to come out of it. So our focus initially here is going to be on the new raid and dungeon content in this conversation. So that is Desert Perpetual, the Epic Raid here in a couple weeks, and then the dungeon releasing with Ashen Iron. And so we want to make sure that those are more dependable sources of power, both from weekly challenges, some of which that are going to happen in Ashen Iron, but then also we're going to be looking at the power drops that come when you're completing encounters and looking to see if we can adjust those and juice them up a little bit. The other big area, because what we're talking about when we say aspiration is like end game. You're doing an end game thing. I should be rewarded for that. So with the launch of the Epic Raid for the Desert Perpetual and Epic Raid and then the dungeon afterwards, we're going to make all drops, the base drops you earn in that content, tier 3. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's ultimately a testing.
Still
So
trash,
like,
but
players got
okay.
through some of the power grind. They went into the raid.
I mean,
you know,
I
seeing
guess
tier 1, tier
if
2
it's
drops, it doesn't
base
feel like endgame
difficulty
loot.
and you
So
can
we're
bump it
making
up,
this tier
I
3
guess
is the
tier
baseline, but
3
then you
is
can build up to
fair
tier 4
as a
and tier 5 as you
baseline.
add more challenge, add more difficulty.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
and
So
we, sorry, I
at
think we hit on
baseline,
it, but I
tier
just want to make
3,
sure.
anything less than
We
tier
talked about
3 is
improved
garbage,
rewards,
so
right,
tier
around
3 is
some of the
good, I
newer
guess.
content that is coming.
At base.
This effort, though, is also being applied across the portal itself. And so, Dylan, I know you and I have talked about it a bunch. You know, we talked about solo ops, right? You mentioned Caldera.
Yeah, let's talk about variety in the
Yeah.
portal and more reasons or more ways to play.
Yeah, exactly.
make
And
it
part of
where
that,
if
right?
you
Part of that
mix up
theory
the
right here is just
activity,
like
you
that
get
thinking is
more
we just have to
reward.
improve the rewards, right? And so a lot of what we're doing is going to be about bringing the baseline of the reward experience with Renegades up to that, closer to that solo ops experience, and also really incentivize playing in fire teams more because, hey, we know Destiny's feeling lonely right now. If all you do
It's
is
my
spend
favorite
time in the
single player
mines,
game.
right? And so we want to do a
Mr.
much.
Stevens?
We know we need to do a much better job at that. The other
just
sorry,
to
yeah, go ahead,
just to go into that example, like we're talking about Caldera, it's a solo op activity, and players feel it is the most viable path to power. So a
It
social
is,
game like
especially on
Destiny,
Fallen Day.
it is a problem where you feel like you should be playing alone for all the reasons. It's like, hey, sorry friends, you want to play raid, you want to play something else? Sorry, I'm going to go into Caldera and play alone.
Yeah.
We want to address that. We
same
want to make sure
two
Destiny's social,
rooms,
fun to play with friends, while still
hours on
maintaining, hey, as a solo player, you can absolutely hop in, but we aren't going to make you feel worse. So, example there too, we said, hey, we're going to tone down Caldera and solo ops. We're actually reverting that. We had announced it.
Yeah,
because
it was a
and as
dumb
you said, that's the new
decision.
benchmark. We're going to raise things up to
Yeah.
feel like Caldera
Up,
and feel
not
rewarding
down.
like solo ops.
Yeah, and we've already talked about that. We're going to do some of that in Ashen Iron. One of the other things we're looking at doing in Ashen Iron right now is taking our bonus engrams and having them just more consistently award power deeper into the climb and adjusting that. We're also, this is a good segue, I think, kind of into our next area where we can talk more about reworks we're going to be doing within the game and some changes we're making.
really
so the other
glad
thing
they
we're going to be doing
realized
with
we
bonus
don't like being
engrams
nerfed.
when Renegades
They
launches
nerf
is
us
they're going to
anyways.
feed more into a weekly ritual. You know, a thing that you know when it launches, there's a bunch of stuff to do that's going to accelerate you into power climb.
Close enough. Welcome back, seasonal model. We're back.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the effectively weekly reset, curated activities from Bungie. So you have a moment each week of, let's hop into raid night, let's do Grandmasters, things like that.
Yeah,
Seasonal
so
model,
the
it's
thing you're speaking
back.
to, Dylan, the
We
thing we talk about a
couldn't
lot is
escape
like,
it for more than 6
yeah,
months.
clan night, raid night, right? We got to get that feeling of hey, I log in on Tuesday and there's just like a bunch of stuff to look forward to. And so a few
love
ways
that
we're going to
vibe.
do that is one with a new system that we're calling Vanguard orders that comes out in Renegades. So Vanguard orders are actually this like new objective system where you're going to be, and
More
we should have a
systems.
mock-up on screen right now. It looks like our monitor isn't showing the exact right thing, just our post in the studio, so I'm just going to assume it's working. And so within these
there we
Vanguard
go.
orders, you're going to have all these different objectives that you can do, and you don't have to pick these up like bounties, right?
Oh, we're
these are
getting
things that will
weekly
just be
legacy
automatically
raids and
granted
stuff.
to you.
Is it going to drop tiers?
When you log into the portal.
Okay.
And then
Ooh, I see
what's really cool about
Dust.
these is that they pull some of that like Destiny 1 bounty vibe, where as you complete an order on the left-hand side of the screen of this mock-up here, you will actually roll. You can roll on higher tier orders, like a legendary order that will give you consistent rewards, or an exotic tier order that can give you exotic tier rewards. And so this is all about just creating a bunch more like little moments of variety within the portal and these different little objectives that you can do. We already touched on bonus engrams a little bit, and how we're going to be reworking those even more with Renegade's launches to feed into that idea of like, look at all these things in the portal. I know if I go and gobble up all the green engrams, I'm accelerating on my power climb, and that's much easier and clearer for players to
fatigued by that. So,
but the other place that we've been getting a ton of feedback on, and we're going to be making changes to, is the weekly conquests, basically. So right now we have the conquests are a milestone on your seasonal power journey, and it gives you like a massive, like big dump of rewards. We are going to be making those we're going to be making it repeatable, but then there's going to be a weekly reward for them. There's no way for us, honestly, to balance the crazy amount of rewards you get from the milestones, but we're going to make sure we incentivize them and create a weekly version of it.
We actually have a change going live today to make conquests repeatable, but the rewards component is what we need to focus on for a future update.
Yeah, and Dylan, you and I were talking about this a bunch over the last couple of days. Is like we want to get back to that. Like we want to get conquest closer to that GM feeling, to that Grandmaster Nightfall feeling.
Good, you're bringing that back, because I don't know why you removed that.
The other big thing too that we've been listening to feedback on, and we're moving really, really fast on right now, is getting weekly legacy raid and dungeon content as like a tunnel from the portal to that. So to set expectations here with Renegades, this is going to first come in the form of, hey, reasons to play this content, to do like
don't just give it Pinnacle Ops loot
from them, right? Again, we want this weekly reset. We want you to clearly know when you log in, here's a bunch of stuff to look forward to play with your
friends.
Don't
have to change the perk pools. Just
the reason I have to set expectations though is like we hear the feedback about wanting the gear reprised from raids and dungeons. If we could just like flip a switch and make that happen, I think we'd be more than happy to do that.
And make it
it's
happen.
Just not that simple. There's a bunch of work that goes into actually creating the new gear and the gear tiers, and so we are going to be looking to make the reward.
I guess maybe for tier 4 and 5, but like
as time goes on, our first focus is making it fit.
Gear in the game is already tier 2s and 3s.
And we have our first step today with dungeon lairs. In the portal, there are going to be three encounters coming from legacy dungeon content. You can get power bumps from those. You can get portal gear from those, but we hear the feedback on general rewards.
Yes.
So,
yeah. We're gonna be looking to add more to this, like what this weekly ritual feels like. These are the areas we are targeting initially here for Renegades.
Nobody's gonna care about the legacy.
So let's move on to our final two subjects. Really, are centered around sandbox. Yeah. First of which is going to be build crafting, and then the second is around just our general approach to balance. So we have another list here of
all exotic
honestly,
weapons
we've been getting
and
a ton
armor
of feedback
are
around featured gear.
Good. It's so dumb you can't play prismatic optimally because the fucking class items aren't featured gear. Like, you just cut out your flagship item from your most previous expansion because of your stupid... Just honestly, if anything, this is a good step, but just get rid of featured gear.
We've been getting feedback around like legendary weapon tiering.
Angry about featured gear.
Yeah, so this whole space is about expanding build crafting and gear chase. And we hear y'all. Like, we hear that featured gear is far too restrictive for how you're playing the game right now. And so one of the big changes we're making is all exotic weapons and armor are going to be featured gear starting in Renegades. So the class items, your prismatic builds,
and get rid of it in the, I guess, shadow in order.
Think about what exotic you put on. It's all about what build you want to craft, right? The other thing that we've been listening to a lot when it comes to the gear chase is like, hey, you might earn a tier 1, 2, or 3 weapon, a roll of a weapon you really love, your personal god roll,
I see that one there.
And you're looking at that and you're like, man, it's
buffs
cool, but like
before
it's
nerfs
not,
right
it's not
now.
that top tier, right?
You need buffs before you get
Shadow
nerfs.
and Order, which is our major update coming after Renegades, you're going to be able to enhance the tier of your legendary weapons all the way from tier 1 to tier 5 with a new currency and a new feature that we're building for those. Again, this is all about expanding.
If I get a tier 1?
And before we get ahead of ourselves, like, as a player, and I'm guessing in chat, people are saying, oh, so I should be keeping my tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 weapons. Where am I going to put these? What's going on with vault space?
Yeah, so with Renegades, we are going to give you more vault space. That is the thing we're going to be doing. And also, the team's working on a pretty big update to improve the sorting and filtering of just using your vault.
Add a search bar.
Yeah, we'll have many more details in the coming weeks and months when we get this roadmap together.
That would be amazing.
Our final note in this section before we go to balance is the portal scoring.
Yes, yeah. So right now with the featured and new gear, there is just an intrinsic bonus that you get for wearing that gear. I guess it's extrinsic because we're asking you to put it on. But anyway, if you have it on, you get a score bonus in the portal, which means you're not only thinking about like activity customization, your build, but also now you have to think about the score too, and like, should I wear this or not in order to chase the high score? And for the vast majority of the experiences in the portal, we think that's just too much complexity right now. And so we are sunsetting that idea. And so again, this is going to drastically open up the space for you to basically use whatever you want in the vast majority of things you play inside of the portal when you're chasing weapons and doing that power climb.
Fancy teal border weapons.
And a North Star for this, when y'all were talking about it, we've had a ton of conversations with the dev team, is like, there's a lot of feeling of, I'm playing Destiny the wrong way, and this was contributing to it because I had to think, oh, if I put this armor on, it's wrong. This helps that out and gets you into the fun faster.
Yes, and then, like, we do believe and see a space for ways to highlight gear and exotics. And
it's stuff like featured gear, featured weapons, that in an expansion where they're talking about, like, they're deepening the build crafting. Basically, once again, they're saying, play your way. Like, I think they've lasted that with, like, the introduction of, like, somewhere around the introduction of the artifact and champions and Shadowkeep, which is one of the last times I remember. But it's like, again, they're saying, we want to give you more tools to play your way, and then they introduce guardrails at the same time they're saying that to make you only play their way. Like, I want you to play this activity your way. Just kidding. There's a champion. You can't use that gun. It doesn't have a like, it's same thing with the featured gear stuff. So it's good.
Things like that, you know, stuff we've done with
the gear bonus at least.
We want it to be part of the game because I think, you know, pushing people off of the super hot stuff is really healthy sometimes to just have more fun and experiment with things. But we know that we need to find ways to make this feel like a bonus and more excitement to do it versus what we currently have now, which is why we're making these changes.
Or just get
and then our last section here for quality of life. Let's talk about sandbox balance.
That's an option.
Y'all have been really taking a lot of the feedback to heart since the announce of quite a few nerfs and some balancing. And you have some new approaches to philosophy when it comes to this.
Yeah, so at the top here, one of the things we're doing is we're upgrading our internal process for kind of how we evaluate our buff and nerf policies, and also the timing of which when we go out and do those. And so a big part of that here through Renegade's launch is going to be non-critical balance changes are on pause right now. And so this is partially in reaction to obviously some of the sentiment around some of the changes we're making, but it's giving time for us to make sure that when we do start to do more balance updates a little more frequently again, we communicate honestly. We just need to do a better job about communicating about why we're changing something and some of the intent behind it. And the reason I speak about this, yeah, because you asked me this a couple times in our rehearsal, Dylan. It's like, what does non-critical mean? Sorry, I'm taking your words here.
No.
I'm just on a roll. We really want to make sure that we're still making balance changes, or, you know, if we have to ban something for that epic raid race or the dungeon race that's going to happen with Renegades, right? The quality of that experience is incredibly important to us, and we know it's incredibly important to y'all. And so, again, we're going to pause on nerfs and balance changes for now, but if we really need to change something because it's critical for those upcoming events, we'll make changes.
Yeah. And ultimately, it's like, there's some things where you watch somebody go on a Titan and kill a raid boss in 2 punches, like, that's critical. That needs to be toned down or balanced around. But other things, like, we actually have a list here of, we announced some tuning changes or nerfs that we're going to be reverting. Last week we were talking about Grand Overture and Queenbreaker.
Yeah.
We're reverting the changes there.
Yes.
And then we had some reworks to exotics like Stronghold, Chromatic Fire. We're going to be reverting those. And then as a part of this new initiative where we're looking at our philosophy,
the Stronghold nerf just seemed to make it pointless.
How we approach it and how we communicate.
Yes. So. Exactly.
I think they categorize Stronghold as like a rework / buff, but objectively the best way to play Stronghold after all these years, it was just gonna get eliminated. I don't use the Stronghold arms that much, even though I'm a Titan, so I wouldn't know exactly, but that's what the, like, dozen or so Stronghold mains were complaining about on social media. So I guess, yeah.
Exactly.
Cool.
So
And
that's a good rollback.
Final note to end on a high, honestly, like we've been talking about nerfs and all that. Let's talk about buffs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so we've got some buffs. We've been working with the gameplay team around supers and subclasses that are going to be coming. Some with Ash and Iron here in October, but then also in December with Renegades. And I think you've been talking with them a little more closely actually in the last 24 hours.
Big thank you to Ben Womack, Eric Smith, Sandbox team. A couple notes, like we saw a thread where folks were saying, hey, the original 3 supers that launched with Destiny 11 years ago, happy birthday.
Yeah.
They feel a bit undertuned. And I saw a note where it's like Word of Dawn, Titan Bubble. That needs to be brought up. Golden Gun.
Please.
I know Warlocks are getting some abilities changes too.
Turrets changes coming very soon.
And grenades and other things
Bubble
too.
needs some love.
So, we will have a full list over the coming weeks.
Take a book
honestly,
out of take a page out of Nitty's book. Let us shoot
get
through
our
it.
roadmap together so we know exactly which hotfixes, updates they're going to be rolling out in. But we'll be as transparent as possible with you. So to really end it and get into the awesome Ash and Iron content, thank you again to everybody that's been giving us feedback. Thank you to everybody that's been playing and diving into all the changes. We know some need work, and we're going to be doing that. We've been listening, and now we're getting through the planning stages, and we're executing on a bunch of changes over the next few updates.
We're going to speed it up because I think this is gameplay. We're about to hop into that.
As we're going into Ash and Iron, we got to get the catch full of new devs. So, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. And we're listening, and we're going to keep.
Glad they did a
so thank you all so much. And let's get some more people on the couch. I've been talking.
Like just talking Renegades instead of
have a trailer for Ash.
It's more focused than when they were yapping. Okay, this we've already seen, but we'll watch it.
Forces are rampant to the Plaguelands.
This is what we're gonna be doing in like
Sending you into
15 minutes. There's the new exotic.
Ready for anything.
Or at least one of the new exotics. Integration. Yeah, so it's I think it's Heaven. I don't know what the duality one was. What's the other? I can't remember. I wasn't paying attention.
Make every shot count, my friend.
String rocket cider.
It's good to carry a gun.
Crossbow.
Better to have gun carry you.
It's also Titanfall.
Stay
Got
in
Max.
We're almost home.
It's the axe.
All right, welcome back. In about 20 minutes, the content from that trailer is going live. Let's talk about Ash and Iron. We have a bunch of really cool stuff coming with a new activity called Reclaim. We have a new introductory activity that's going to be giving you some insight into the narrative. We also have an exotic mission coming in October. Team's finishing up on that, and we're super excited for the weapon that's associated with that. And we actually have some updates to recurring events like Iron Banner, Arms Week, Festival of the Lost, and more. So without further ado,
Festival of the
hello,
Lost
welcome
updates?
to our couch, wonderful developers. Some of you have been here before, but Noah, first on the couch, this is your first time.
Yeah, no, I'm super happy to be here.
Yeah, welcome. For folks to learn who you are,
Yeah.
who are you? What do you do? What's your title?
Yeah, my name's Noah Pearson. I'm an associate sandbox designer here at Bungie. While my title is like officially working on the armor team, I do work in exotic armor from time to time, but you find me more commonly working on the seasonal artifacts, like the one for Heresy, the current one for Season of Reclamation. Both those are mine. But I've also branched out and I've gotten to do a pretty cool exotic weapon in this release as well.
Awesome. Next on the couch, Jerome, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, really quick, let's get a summary. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Jerome. I'm a narrative lead, so we do the lore, we do the dialogue, we do the cutscenes, and we plan the overall story for Destiny 2.
Dude's
Awesome.
mustache
Last but not
game is
least,
on point.
Clayton, welcome
Hey.
back. I believe you were last here for Revenant and
Just to say
Into the Light.
facial,
Yep.
his
Yep.
facial hair
Yeah,
is on
for
point.
folks that may have missed out on those streams, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah, so I'm a design lead here for the activities and events area on Destiny 2, and in the
Okay.
past I've been activity designer or feature owner for activities
yeah.
like Onslaught or Coil.
Show me gameplay and
Sarah
yap
Shield.
over it.
So it's been
Thank
really
you.
fun getting my hands dirty in different types of activities and bringing
Doctor's
those
Keep.
experiences to the players.
Awesome.
This
Thank
is
you so
the
much.
entrance to that
so,
one
as we're diving
strike.
through some stuff, we already have gameplay rolling. This is our new activity, Reclaim.
The
But,
stupid
Jerome, let's
blind
talk about
ogre
narrative.
and
How are things kicking
fallen
off?
guy
sure.
strike.
Well,
name escapes me.
Maya Sundaresh, the conductor,
Yeah.
has somewhat overextended herself on Kepler during the events of Edge of Fate.
Yeah.
And she foolishly tried to meddle in the affairs of the Nine, and essentially assassinated 3 of the 9, which is the 3 of Earth.
3 being a single entity, right?
Yes, exactly. And that's going to have huge knock-on effects for the people of Earth in physics and chemistry, and we'll hear a lot more about that in Renegades. But for now, Maya is somewhat depleted, right? And she is starting to lose control over her collective. She's starting to bleed individuals at the edges of her collective, and those are the pants-wearing, poker-playing Vex that you saw.
Crime. Yeah.
Exactly.
Crime.
And so she needs to reassert control over her collective. And in order to do that, she needs a signal boost to maximize the power of her waning Echo of Command. And the best tool for that job is, of course, Golden Age tech. And the best place to find Golden Age tech is in the Vanguard Vault, which is why Ashen Iron begins with a defense of the tower from a smash and grab by Maya's forces, both Vex and conscripted Cabal, which you'll learn more about during the season. But that's going to be a start, but not sufficient for her plans. So she will need a fully functional war set network to really expand her reach. And there's only one place where you can find that, and that's in the Plaguelands, which is where most of Ashen Iron takes place.
Awesome. So speaking of the smash and grab, when players first sign in for Ashen Iron, they're going to see a node that they can launch for the introductory mission. It's not auto-launched. You're going to select it, jump in when you're ready. But after that, you'll hop into Reclaim. Those are going to be some new activities. And Clayton, let's get a quick overview. What are players seeing on the screen?
Yeah, so Reclaim is our new 3-player activity. Comes with 3 different variants. It has players, like Jerome was saying, going into the Plaguelands, stopping Maya's forces from taking Golden Age tech and reclaiming those areas, those territories. And so you notice that there's a lack of Fallen, but we, through our ambient combatants and our environmental storytelling, you'll know a little bit more about what has happened there, how Maya's come in and pushed them all out. You'll see some of them trying to fight back to get in because they think that's their land, right? And as a player, you're trying to go in there and
it's not Devil's Places,
play in a similar way that you might find like Overthrow, where we took a lot of inspiration from. So you get to choose how you want to fill that progress bar. Do you want to finish a bunch of encounters that are randomly generated, which adds to a bunch of replayability? You can progress by finding hidden chests or defeating roaming high-value targets. There's collectibles in there as well, all without a timer, so you and your fire team can strategize and take the time to go through the area. Awesome. And then once you've completed the area, unlike Overthrow, you move to the next area by way of ship that you'll see on the screen.
And I was talking to our gameplay folks before this launched, and we talked a bit about there's a bit of
didn't have to recreate the transition.
You have your main objectives, and then you can find things throughout the areas as well.
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we have Vivian went ham and gave us these quite frankly unbalanced buffs that will have a rare chance of spawning, and you get to choose which one. One example is that if you choose it, you'll just be radiant and what's the other? Radiant and amplified. Thank you. Yeah, just the whole time. So. Yeah, have fun choosing between these crazy buffs. And
that's one buff.
And when we're talking about collectibles, there's going to be some lore collectibles too, correct?
Absolutely, we're continuing
new chest design, I think.
The pass forward from the previous expansion.
Hey, what's that on his back?
Those lore drops will tell players a lot about what to expect in Renegades, both in the cast and the themes. Though it's not explicit, so they'll have to use a little detective work, we hope, but it will give a lot of information about what's to come.
Got it. So these are going to be like the data pads you find.
Yeah, exactly.
The portal. Awesome. Yeah. So I mean, let's talk about weapons. Let's talk about the loot. And Noah, now it's time for the spotlight to go on you.
Yeah.
First up, let's talk about the exotic that's going to be in the rewards pass for Ashen Iron. This is going to be our pulse rifle.
Yeah. So Noon Malpais is going to be our reward pass exotic for this release. Obviously, with the Edge Fate, we released a rocket frame pulse rifle, Mint Retrograde, that people have really taken to a liking for. And we kind of took a look at that, and we're like, well, what's a cool way to one-up that and +1 it for an exotic?
Make it
so you may notice from the gameplay that this rocket pulse doesn't just shoot the micro rockets, it shoots sticky bombs. And these will stick onto the environment, they'll stick onto enemies, and when you hold down your special reload button, they'll pop little firecrackers. And it's really fun to just sort of spray them out across a group of guys, and then you turn around, walk away from them, and click the button, and have them pop all behind you, because cool Guardians don't look at explosions.
So this may say a lot about me as a person, but you can also stick these to your teammates, right?
I guess you'll have to see.
All right.
You definitely
can. So let's talk about the next exotic. This is going to be tied to an exotic mission that's coming out in October, and I can already see you kind of getting excited, like Vivian was excited for the crossbows that we added. Let's talk about the Iron Axe.
Yeah, he kept me waiting, huh? Yeah. So the exotic mission. Way back with Rise of Iron, as a player, I remember the YouTube videos coming out ahead of it, of YouTubers being like, hey, maybe Bungie's gonna give us this axe that's in the marketing, and obviously didn't come to pass in that release, and come final shape, Crows got it, and I, much like many people, were like, man,
Wolfsbane.
I want that axe.
When's my turn?
Like, I want that
Yeah.
thing.
Light attacks during the have the chance to spot seeking Quicksilver nanites to heal the wielder upon attaching.
So when I heard that we were going to be doing a little Return to the Plaguelands, it was like, I'm going to twist whatever arm's necessary to finally get the thing that I know I want and I've seen other people want for ages. So
It's
yeah,
like broken
I can confirm
down.
that's no relic. That's our new exotic weapon.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think for Clayton and Jerome, since this exotic mission, the team is finishing up the touches and really building this experience. It'll be launching in October. So let's just give a quick preview, no spoilers or no deep spoilers, about what's the premise.
So Nano is still
as I mentioned
discharging
earlier,
down there.
Maya wants to expand her reach, and the best way to do that is like the same way you would with the Wi-Fi in your house. You need
for like a
expanders, you need
weapon
routers, right, to boost that signal. And so she is going to be looking to get her hands on Warsat technology, which is why we'll be working
Oh, and
with
then when it full charges,
and Anna Bray throughout the
it
season.
becomes
Saint 14 is sort of our
the
tactical
axe
expert,
showing
and
the
then Anna
drone stuff.
as with
And
her
then it
association of Rasputin having all
fades
the
back
subject matter
up.
expertise on Warsat.
That's why it looked Quicksilver.
And not to get too deep into spoilers, but you will be working with 3 of Kayakol's
Quicksilver.
Scions specialists for the mission. So
I can't wait. Yeah, October can't come soon enough. So
Oh, look, Bourbon's good.
let's come back to day one. I keep checking my watch here. 10 minutes, 11 minutes until launch. We also have a slate of legendary weapons that are going to be coming out. We have some armor sets in the portal that are going to have brand new armor set bonuses, but we also have brand new weapons. And I know a couple of these things are kind of complementary to exotics.
Yeah. So with Ash and Iron, we as Sandbox were like taking a look at some exotics we wanted to bring up, and we talked about Mida and Sturm getting some updates to bring them up to that modern parity. But like when those weapons came out during year 1, they came with their paired weapons, and like during that time, it made sense, like have 2 primaries. That was what the game was. So when you're taking a look at like bringing them up to modern Sandbox standards, you're like, well, you should probably hit it for the paired weapons as well too. So we took a look at some of our other special archetypes, and we're like, what can we set up for this? So with this release, we've talked about them, I believe, in the TWID, but we are going to have a rocket frame Drang Unfall, and a new like lightweight Mida macro tool shotgun. And both of them have perk pools that kind of key off of being those paired weapons. So like Mida macro tool has Discord and Trench Barrel, and it was really fun to like run that with Mida. Because then you have like, you pop a couple guys to get those like attachments onto Mida, and then you switch, you have Discord proc, and you like slap a guy, and then you just are able to like pump into a bunch of dudes. And it's got the really cool draw animation from Wastelander back during 30th anniversary, so you get that cool like cowboy draw, and it's so fun to run
And
around.
the sidearm is arc, correct?
It is our second arc rocket frame sidearm. It's got a pretty big mag size, so instead of volt shot on this one, it has jolting feedback, which is pretty fun to plug a couple rockets into a guy and have them jolted and then pop them like a really powerful Sturm shot.
Tempting.
Yeah, and these are going to be added so through the portal. Reclaim is going to be living in the portal in the fire team area, and that's where you're going to earn some of these. We also have Crucible Ops is going to be the source of the shotgun, and then a couple other things as well that you'll discover in just a few minutes here. So let's move on. And then a couple other team area, and that's where you're going to earn some of these. We also have Crucible Ops is going to be the source of the shotgun.
Why did I?
The shotgun, and then a couple other things.
Oh, I was
as well.
My brain registered a chill clip icon.
So
I was thinking it looked like it was. My brain thought it was like first slot on those
first thing that kicks off
crossbow.
is actually a new one to
But
celebrate
I think
Reclaim.
it was
and,
on
Clayton,
Garden of
what are we
Joe.
going to be doing today?
Yeah,
My brain like
we're
was a
launching
little
with new
slow to
territories
register
for
that.
Claim.
That
It's
or
a
it
new
was the
standard
crossbow
event that will
bolt.
highlight a new activity. And so
was like,
we do that
yo,
with our
first
daily
slot chill clip
challenges,
on the
weekly
crossbow?
challenges, or
I don't
it's
know
4
how that
weeks, so
would
one
work,
weekly challenge,
but-
and then it has its own reward track and an event home that you can launch the activity from as well.
Awesome.
It's
And
gonna
then
just be a
I believe it's
headstone.
next week. We also have Iron Banner coming back.
right.
So is that also going to have an event home?
Yes, you'll have event home, same slew of things where daily challenges, a weekly challenge. You'll have your reward track. We have a hand cannon coming in there. We have an armor set, and you'll have your title and your triumphs as well.
Yeah, I believe we redacted the new set bonuses for Iron Banner, but I've heard they're actually kind of quite fun.
Pretty cool. Might want to hold on to it when you get your hands on that axe.
Awesome. And then the third event
know
that's
what
going to be
that
coming
means.
is Arms Week. Noah, coming back. The first one was all centered around let's look at hand cannons. We had the new shotgun style hand cannon.
Yeah.
And then with this one, it's going to be shotguns.
Yeah. We're taking a look at shotguns this time around. So much like during the prior Arms Week, we will also have a cool slate of shotgun mods this time around. My favorite of which, when the designer who was working on them, Taylor Bjorndal, who was on the stream before, when he was starting work on them, me and him were sort of bouncing ideas back and forth. And I was talking about like
Look at
old
that
rapid
guy,
fire
you
frame
could've run
shotguns when they
bus.
had like the really fast rate of fire. And I was like, I mean, what if all shotguns shot like that? And he like
What?
paused for a minute, and then I got the message, what if they're all just Fourth Horsemen?
Oh, Bjorn, you mad scientist.
It is really entertaining to take a slug shotgun and have it shoot that fast.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of celebration with these volatile mods for hand cannons during that week. So with shotguns, we have the one that's effectively going to be Fourth Horseman everywhere. Yeah. But we have a couple more too, and we'll leave that for players to discuss. Next up on the slate, we have Festival Lost is going to be coming back during Ash and Iron, and we have a preview of our armor sets. So these are armor ornament sets. Y'all vote.
Jason Titan inspired. I love it. Slenderman, Warlock, very clean, very clean. So it looks like the robe only goes like it comes like it's the chest plate. It's like a suit, and that's just like it's not like a robe. It just has like the back. That looks creepy as fuck. I love it. And then of course all the tentacles sticking out of it. And then I forget the inspiration for the hunter, but equally freaking cool looking.
On these earlier in the year last year, and we had to show them. They look awesome. I cannot wait to have those roses on my shoulders. But with Festival Lost, we have some new activity content, correct?
That's right.
New activity.
Headless Ones have broken out of Haunted Lost Sector jail. Because of that, we have new activity. So we have a new PvE 6-player activity called Haunted Altars. And then we have a new PvP activity called Red Rumble.
Altars?
Hocus Focusing.
I'm sorry.
Sector jail. Because of that, we have new activity. So we have a new PvE 6-player activity called Haunted Altars. And then
it's just going to be Altars of Summoning, but Headless Ones. I'm calling it now. Especially because the picture of the armor was in the Sorrow's Harbor. Like, it's in Sorrow's Harbor. You can see the decorations. You know what? Fine. It's not Lost Sectors. I'll give you that. But is it better?
then we have a new PvP activity called Red Rumble. Hocus Focusing is coming back. It's going to be a 2-week-long activity. We have 2 new weapons, your prize weapon. You'll have your reward track, event home, the whole shebang. I'm very excited. It's very fun to play.
They're just going to make spooky
chaos. It's all chaos.
And then the last on our list, so Jerome, we have a new event called Call to Arms that's going to be coming at the end of Ash and Iron. Can you give us a quick overview?
Sure. We're going to be working with Devrim, Devrim K, who has been holding down the EDZ for the better part of a decade without a ghost, right? Doing it all in one life. And he'll be taking some much-deserved R&R in the tower and being our liaison to the foundries. We have to remember that most of the guns that the Guardian fires are designed and produced in the last city. Of course, we know that they're actually designed and produced here with the sandbox team.
What do you mean? Cassoid's in-house.
That's right, Mr. Cassoid, right here. So we will be working with Devrim to stress test the latest and greatest in gear from the foundry.
Because we're seeing Conductor's Keep in the Divide. And admittedly, in the Plague Lands, D1 map, the Rocket Yard in the Divide were a part of it, but they could have made this the Rocket Yard. For God's sakes, it does exist through the Devil's Lair strike. The fact that we're doing the Divide, still a little exhausting. I digress.
And the Guardians that can push their gear the furthest and get the most out of it will reap the greatest reward. So there's a competitive aspect to it as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about this competitive aspect, the Call to Arms is going to be a ton of rewards, legendaries, some cosmetics for anyone to earn, but then we have kind of some cosmetics at the top for our hardcore, so to speak, to really earn. And Clayton, I think you were talking about a helmet?
Yeah, we have a helmet ornament. It is fantastic looking. When you equip it, if you're in that top earner, you will have this like tail of flames coming from you. And much like the trial glows, these flames signify that you are a top competitor in this.
So when I load into the tower, I'm going to see this guy with a giant fiery mohawk. I'm going to know, okay, they were top of Call to Arms.
Impressed and scared at the same time.
But then we have some cosmetics, like I said, for just general players too. Like I believe there's an exotic ornament for the pulse rifle on the reward track, and a bunch of other things to earn too. So
we have daily login rewards as well, and we have vouchers that will actually help set you up for the next season.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thanks for the quick overview. We will definitely have more information in the twit about this new event. And as we're going through Ash and Iron, we'll have an update before each of these events to give you a quick a recap of what we've been talking about today. So just to end it up as well, we have a brand new crossbow that's going to be coming in. So our first crossbow was introduced through raids. And this one is going to be through our events. To start, it's going to be a low drop chance from any of the events that we just covered. And then in Call to Arms, you can focus this thing to really hammer on getting those rolls. And Noah, what's the damage type on this?
Yeah, so you might have seen it in the gameplay. It's going to be a stasis crossbow. And obviously, with a stasis weapon comes stasis perks. And I'm very happy to say that it does have choke clip, and it in fact does freeze in 2 shots. And oh my god, there's such like a fun play pattern of like you pop a guy twice with it, they freeze, and then if you have serrated bolts, you run up and you pull them out of him, and the serrated bolts do damage and cause him to pop. So you just like put him in a major and you cause him to explode and hit all the dudes around him. And it was an oddly fun play pattern of just running around and blasting people that I got quite a few giggles out of in playtests.
I can't wait. So again, to say it, today with our New Territories event, you can get this to drop. It will be a low drop chance, but over the course of the rest of the season with each event, more chances, and then Call to Arms, you can focus it along with other gear and really go hard for the role you want.
And it has a holofoil.
And a holofoil in Call to Arms as well. So that brings us to the end of our show. So thank you all for joining us on the couch. Thank you all for joiing us at home. We hope you enjoyed the Vidoc.
I mean, we're going to see Ash and Iron here outside of the exotic mission.
We have some new pre-order incentives that also apply to the Year of Prophecy folks. That
the Renegade stuff on paper sounds interesting.
A new legendary emblem. And then, yeah, in what, 3 minutes here, we have Ash and Iron launching. So thanks for coming in. Hope you enjoy the rewards. We'll have more details on our quality of life updates over the next few weeks and a roadmap coming soon. So thank you.
Shush. Shush. I love you, but shush. Stop talking. Okay. Move this tab over here. Just getting some stuff set up. Let me, maybe like boot up Destiny. I'm also setting up stuff on the side. Let's make this one. Move that over there. And away we go. I'm a little cynical, but I find it really funny that they're like, oh, well, we realized that we might have been nerfing a little too much when all you guys really were complaining about is that you needed buffs, and we did the opposite. And it's like, yeah, what did you expect? Everyone since like the second week of the expansion was saying it's too slow, it's too stingy, it's too repetitive. So you nerfed the stingy. Of course it wasn't gonna be a great reaction from the community. Bungie. I only laugh because it's so exasperating how dumb of a realization that is. It's like, oh no, you didn't like us ruining what little fun you could have in this. Oh, Bungie. Oh, Bungie. I'm glad you're learning, but you shouldn't have made the mistake in the first place. You can't just, back out of a bad decision and pretend it didn't happen. We know you still tried to do that, Bungie. We saw you try to do that. I'm not gonna reward that behavior, but thank you for unfucking your bad ideas. At least a little bit. At least a little bit. Alright. Oh, wait. Weird. What's this armor? Weird. Oh, wait, what's this? Weird. Yeah, I logged in a little bit earlier. Just looked at some cosmetics. So, we're gonna pull our new Malp. I'm just gonna call it the Malp. Yeah, chronologs. These are a thing. What? What's happening there? Okay. That I didn't really look at. So we've got our reskinned armor. This is last discipline reskin. One of these is a Last Discipline reskin, the other is a Tech Sec reskin. Reloading. After a final blow, slowly restores health, and when you reach critical health or heal an ally at critical health, these appear to increase range ability and reload. Not the perks for me, but Smoke Jumper seems a little interesting. When you pick up more power, going to beat brief period of rapidly killing damage reduction. Don't know the numbers on that, but it sounds good. And then defeating a powerful combatant with a finisher grants special ammo meter progress and replenishes a small amount of health. So it's kind of a twofer. It gives you a little bit of health for doing it, and it bumps your special meter, which I like. Also, hold on. So.
Oh.
So.
I saw my dude.
Whoa. This armor is made of piss now.
That's good.
The Taken armor with Feather Fine makes it look very white with a piss glow. Yep. Lovely.
Yep. I'm sure that was intended.
Okay, yep, Scion. Okay. There's String. There's Mida. There's the gun again. Cool. Cool. There's a steer. This weapon's explosions unravel nearby targets. Cool. Oh my god, is this Pete's golden parachute? Oh my god, it's Pete's golden parachute! How funny that they made it an emote. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Oh. Dig what the funkiness is happening up here? And then shaders. Off-road wall, my lord, it's orange. That's great. Oh my god, it's orange and purple. And this is the fancy helmet at the end. Okay, I can take it. I don't know if I'd use it. Alright.
Yo, we got Red Leader in here? That's great.
Yo, what's up? I love this emblem. So what criminal syndicate did you like the most?
I like the Vex.
I was gonna say, why is it the Vex? Why is it the Vex?
I like how they welded metal over their little.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say they're hiding. It's like they're covering up basically like nudity, because that's like they're like that's them. They're just in a mech basically. So they just like. Yeah, I was like,
they're just covered up, you know.
I just want to point out they kept saying homage and inspiration and homage. They've got Jabba's ship and ATST, the lightsaber. I'll let pass because it's fucking cool. And then they go on and say one of their fucking syndicates is the Pikers. You take out the R, you change the I to a Y, it still sounds the same. It's the Pikes from Star Wars. You don't just homage by slapping a letter on and changing, calling it a day. That's just copying the homework.
Also, like how in this update we're repurposing the Red Legion only to replace them next update with with really cool looking Cabal.
Yeah. So initialize. Could I bring you with me? I can. Welcome to the starting mission you've already played.
Yep. It sure was a starting mission.
And I'm assuming it was not much.
I feel like everything that was happening in the mission was a really big deal, and no one in the story gave a shit about it.
It could have the attack could have just been an email.
It's like last time this happened, there was a whole campaign, we lost our light, everything was awful. And it's happening again. And you know, it's not a big deal. Rahul's safe and sound.
Okay, before we move, I'm just gonna... You are a little loud on my end, so I'm gonna turn you down like... here. Just a hair. That should be good. You like my choir?
Like my Vex? I got the new
It's very clean.
ornament for it. I want the ornament for Sturm. I like that one.
I don't use Sturm enough to care about that. What I do like is the Wicked Implement ornament as well.
That one is pretty sick.
Because it makes it look not dog shit. Boring. Also, you like my
Also,
new armor?
this is pretty sick.
Yeah. My wallet cried out for safety this afternoon. It did not find an answer.
It is kind of cool going through the tower in first person though.
Yeah.
It's one of the coolest part about the mission, to be honest.
Only Nightwatch available to respond.
I'm afraid that's correct. Maya's tactics are evolving.
Oh hey, that's right.
Easy now, investigating a lead that might explain things. But I'll need you to defend the tower while I get some answers.
Wait, is this still 7th? Now I can't tell. They changed her back, right? So this isn't...
Yeah, it definitely still sounds like Savathun.
Yeah, now I'm having trust issues. I feel like I have to go replay the first mission of the campaign again. Just to see. Oh yeah, that's right, they ruined this gun. It's just better to hold now, I think. Unless you're doing one-shot takedowns. Can't make it go quick. It's kind of a bummer. This is one thing I wish they'd revert back. Oh hey, look! I haven't seen those lights on before over there. It's always daytime. That looks cool. Why can't we have nighttime tower? Why can't we make like? Why can't we make it like night? Because it's like dusk. We just like skip night and go to dusk.
It's only in Festival of the Lost.
Can I just say it's really dumb? We're going to we're just getting Altars of Summoning with headless ones. Or Altars of Sorrow, not summoning.
Yeah, I wanted Infinite Forest and they disappointed.
I mean, I'm not gonna give them too much crap because it's going to probably feel a little better than Lost Sectors at this point. But the minute they called it Altars, it's like, you literally just showed us a picture of Sorrow's Harbor on the moon with the armor sets and pumpkins and stuff. You're just creating Altars of Sorrow. Yeah. My disappointment is measured. My day is still ruined.
I went to space. What the?
I just realized I'm using double special.
Oops.
Oops. I forgot Choir is a special. I don't know why I would forget that, but I forgore. Return to the courtyard. Aye aye. Also, am I gonna get a change off a double special? Nope. Oh hey, it's a guy. Okay, hold on real quick. Is it just me, or do these like textures, like this cement texture, feel a lot like, I don't know if plasticky is the right, but like more smooth?
I think we're just closer to the ground, so we notice it more.
Well, I was walking around the tower earlier, and I was like, what's with the ground texture?
Dude, Dado said the same thing. He's like, something's changed. I know nothing has changed, but something's changed.
Like, I think, like, yeah, you can see it out here. It's like the ground texture looks like plastic almost.
Maybe they just repainted the floor.
The issue is most of it isn't painted. Oh, that is not a lunge melee. Rip my... Oh, hey, I'll get up eventually. Help! I've got fucking little baby legs. I can't jump. You put me in first person and I can't parkour the tower anymore. Can we please roll back some of this choir nerf. This sucks.
Access to the entire Vex network. She must have found another timeline where the Red Legion are still around and yanked them into ours.
Ah. I don't know about that one though, because I feel like there's still Red Legion around if you just go back and play a strike that's still in the game from like 2018.
There's stuff from 2018 still in this video game? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? They didn't involve everything. Got a Mida and a Heliatus. However you want to say it.
This area definitely looks bluer.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It like the colors look more defined almost. Like you said, it's like they painted everything, but like everything on the floor looks
This is all metal now. I don't know if it's always been metal.
This, I believe, has always been metal. Up here has always been cement.
So we'll repaint the tower instead of going to the, the other one.
Cause like I could bring you to the tower after this, and it's like. So now we're just, that's the mission, and now we go into the Plague Lands. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh! Ooh. Is this a static roll, or did I get a halfway decent one? I got Heel Clip, Burning Ambition, or Frenzy? Oh, Mida.
I got something similar, bro.
Oh, Collective Pugilism. Collecting elemental pickups or destroying a strand tangle grants this weapon.
Oh, here's this guy.
Hey, Badger. Even though you're not in here yet.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of left out with these X-Wings, just saying.
Hey, you can buy the Year of Prophecy. It hurts to talk, so I'm just here to vibe. Understandable.
That's pretty yucky. What the heck?
What?
Hurting to talk?
No, feel good.
That's pretty yucky.
You don't feel good.
Game, please. Please, just let me click on these buttons.
What buttons?
I've opened this menu like 5 times. It keeps closing the menu.
Which menu?
Seasonal hub.
So detonate explosive. So detonating a large number of rounds embedded in a single target suspends them. Press hold reload to detonate embedded rounds. Okay, do we have any strand fun stuff? I haven't looked in the thing. So we have anti-barrier bow and overload sword. Kinetic weapons gain increased ammo gen, increases benefit. Pad, you're gonna kick me out. Dealing damage with throttling decreases throttling damage. Yeah, new perk for Bipper to use. Maximum stack, stay stun on.
Yeah, he was using it on me actually earlier.
Oh, funny. Picking up ammo brick gives your kinetic weapons increased damage for a short duration. Wielding a sword decreases you take decreased damage every time blows green ammo to the wielder. Strand weapon damage is a chance to spot a threadling. Increases his chance. Micro misses cause the combat that damages nearby enemy. Consume screen you could. Oh, interesting. Quiver. Yeah, see, it's even in here. Like, this is like more pronounced, more vibrant.
Yeah, it feels like they just updated the concrete textures. Like to me, they look higher definition.
To me, they look more like saturated. Like, cause like the paint isn't as, cause like the paint was dark. Like the blue was like a darker, kind of more faded into the concrete blue. Now, like you said, it looks like they almost just like freshly painted it. Because, trust me, we've spent many hours just yapping in the tower. I run this circle when we're yapping. I just run this blue circle when we yap. So, I can tell this is different because it's on my screen very regularly. So I can tell that's different. Alright, so we just, what? Where go? Portal. Oh, there's enough of that. Yeah. Romantic Death. Waveframe. Holofoil. That doesn't look hollow. Oh, I think I saw a tweet about some holofoils being disabled because it was crashing Xboxes for some reason.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure that map texture is the holofoil. It looks different normally.
Does it? Okay. Yeah, get on PC now. Exactly, Badger. There's an emblem. Okay. So we go to Fire Team Ops, I assume.
Yeah, or the event page has all the new ones too.
So there's Fallen Bunker, Ball's Watch, and Conductor's Keep. Oh look, Expeditions. Yay. I will go on this. There's not a lot of stuff here. Ooh,
oh, I don't know if you've done it yet. You have to talk to Devrim for stuff.
I have to go to the EDZ?
Yes. For the event thingy that's going on.
Oh, that's... Oh, Presage is back! And Avalon.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Avalon. So it's beneath... Is this the opening to fucking Pit of Heresy? They couldn't even make it, like, the boss, or, like, the totem, like, the whatever, the Annihilator totem encounter. It's literally just get into the Pit of Heresy. That's wild. That's a speedrunnable pinnacle activity if I've ever seen one. Yes, I see Devrim does have things. That's wild. Okay. So can I not just, like, what's the... So what is the difference between all these reclaims? Anything? Or is it just like the enemies you face, or?
It's pretty much just the maps, I think. I think there's a... No, they pretty much all have the same activity, or...
Yeah, like...
objectives, I guess. It's mostly just the map, I think.
Is there a way to just do... Oh, badge has been kicked. Has been kicked. Why'd you guys get kicked?
That's a great question.
I didn't kick you. You're definitely not in my here. You guys are together. Why'd I get kicked from you guys?
In case you know anything.
I guess.
You're still a party leader for me.
I'm literally not
You're just in orbit.
I'm literally not in your party. I'm in the EZ.
Oh, I'm now joining with the connected fire team. I don't know if that's Badger's doing or what. I think this game's broken.
What can I do for you?
Oh, I am now fire team leader. I am so confused.
You're in a reclaim.
No, I can't go into menus. Oh god.
Alright, I'm going back to orbit. And I'm gonna invite you.
Badger and I are going to...
What happened?
To Earth by... I don't even know why we're going to Earth. I didn't pick Earth. We're going to Earth now. I guess Badger can grab his stuff and then we'll join up with you.
I have no idea. Yeah, join up with me. Oh, this game works.
Wait, oh no, he's here.
I would hope he's there. Okay, now I need to check. Where is the... You did this part. He did this part, Plaid.
Oh, he did this part?
Plaid, he did this part.
He did this part. My bad. Alright, time to join Josh.
So, Hushed Whisper. Forest Memorializer?
How do we get the axe, though? I want that
That's
thing.
from the exotic quest. Wolfsbane.
Ew.
Hello, Wolfsbane.
Ow! Hello, cat.
Alright, we'll just go down the list, I suppose. I'll go right to left. I want to start with the one that has an act. Oh, hey, nice ship. Thanks, man. Nice ship. Customize, cause. So I'm gonna just undo lock loadout. Let's see what we can reach. These are not great. Banes. What can we get? Raging Shield, Scooper and Shield, Shield and Cascade. These give big bumps now. Like, big bumps. I kind of like Raging Shield. That gets us into B. I don't know, do like a void threat. B plus. What happens if I pump it all the way to A? If I can get there. I don't even know if we'll be able to get there without... Like... Okay, A puts it at 416.
I'm so glad that I have fire team power. Holy. I just keep seeing the number go up. It's like, oh god.
What does lock load? Lock load gives us like nothing. Okay. Nice light level plaid.
Thanks.
Nice ship plaid.
He is a pretty cool ship.
Alright.
Doesn't have a R2D2 in it. I mean, Destiny D2 in it.
R2 Destiny 2.
Exactly.
Renegades 2 Destiny 2. Shade did you put on it? I'm sure to crush it. Is that the... there's a shark skimmer. I recognize this place. Oh, that's right. I have to press E. That is a muscle memory I'm never going to be able to break. I'm about to get cooked. I cooked myself. I mean, I got cooked. I got cooked.
What the hell's going on?
I got cooked.
I still haven't gotten to this part in Destiny 1 yet.
This is a good part. So what do we just do? Is it like Nether? We just do shit?
Yeah, pretty much. And the big nodes or something is.
Literally like Nether then.
Except the chests don't drop you anything good.
It's like Nether and Overthrow. That's what it felt like from the Vidoc, so thank you for... Thank you. Oh, there's a resource. Resource is progress. What is it? Investigate. Oh, hi. Hello, Scion Man. Data awarded. There's a lad over there looking at us funny. Shot him. Just on Badger. Badger that way. I know where Badger is. I remember that kid. I'm down here. I'm being cooked. Help. I'm opening chest. Wait. We can go up still. Yes, I love beating up on the overpass.
So many schematics were lost in the collapse. I can't wait to take
It does depress me that none of these chests give me loot.
It is kind of an odd choice, I will agree.
They didn't even give me materials for anything.
Water or climb chest? Oh, is the door to the interior doors closed? Oh my god, they fucking baby moded this. There's little platforms to get up there now. Bunch of babies don't know how to parkour. This looks familiar. Data pad. Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it. Data pad. Effects of reactions remain permanent on the other side. Okay. Wyvern! What do we do here? Kill the wyvern. Yeah. Oh, I see. We kill stuff and we can break a box and then we can kill the big guy. I'm really locked in right
now. Is a Rage Bane? I don't know what that does.
He becomes strong as you go low health. He becomes swole. And Larg. I forgot. Also Larg. Become big. Big and swole. And angry.
What are the things that just spawned up here?
They spawned below, I think. Alright. Bruce might get cooked if I'm not careful. Oh, and then we get these. Impact Converter.
Looks like junk to me, but our Elixir friends love junk.
Transmitter Converter. I want to go up here.
My first run of this too, I got the Radiant amplified one.
That's crazy.
It was pretty crazy. Especially when you're going against a bunch of phalanxes and you're...
Excuse me.
And you got the anti-barrier.
So, if I remember... So you said you're playing this on, like, PlayStation again? So you have access to Res of Iron?
Yeah.
Res of Iron was...
I just have to level up my character more.
Res of Iron was so good. I wish there was crossplay for Destiny 1. I'd play Destiny 1 with you. But I don't have a PlayStation, nor am I getting one just to play Destiny 1.
That's fair.
It's over there. There's a ghost icon. I can go.
It's one of the Scions.
What's Lad doing? Is he
tells you story stuff.
Is the guy being a dude?
Because I think he does. He talks in rhymes.
Where's that materials are her last shot? Reposition to next area.
Yeah, definitely need people to play Destiny 1 with, because it's really hard to find games in that game.
Just get as I said, can you get it on Windows but no, like the Microsoft Store? No, you can't, but you could stream an Xbox to your PC. If you don't have an Xbox to stream to your PC, nor do you have Destiny on the Xbox you don't have.
Yeah, it is a tricky predicament.
You know what? Let's just let's tell Bungie to put it on PC.
I mean, I could just get it on fucking Xbox 360, so that wouldn't have Rise of Iron.
No, that wouldn't. It would also look dog shit.
That too.
Now that Destiny 1 is high quality, but like it would just look worse.
I mean, I do like its art style a little better than this one. I like how gritty and dark everything looks.
Weird wall chest. It's like stuck into the wall. Oh, he got stuck, dumbass. Dumbass got stuck. Get me. What are we doing? Oh, we're putting things in there. Okay, this is a Goliath thing looking at us funny. It would be so kind of funny with the Maya trolley thing on him.
Yeah, did you look up? She's in the sky.
Huh?
Maya, she's in the sky.
Where about?
Like directly above you.
Oh, hi.
Big ol' head.
Hi there. I need to get more melee for this build. I'm realizing. Because I was thinking, oh, it's fine. I'm using Solar Hammer. But it doesn't refund on it, like, completely. It's like worse than pre-nerf hammer. I need more melee to make it like spammable. That means I just need to run the raid more because I'm using my raid set. And raid set did not give me enough melee.
Oh, he's still fighting the tank. I thought that thing died ages ago.
I got it.
Oh god. It's still alive somehow, by the way.
No, Plaid, it did not. It is very durable, because I threw a lot of rocket pulse ammo into it. Oh, man, I'm dead. The tank is dead, but that data encryptor is not. Is there hard numbers on how many things I have to do to just like do the perk stuff for this rocket pulse? I know you wouldn't know because I don't believe you would have it, but
yeah, I definitely don't. Tempting though, this is kind of fun, but
I mean, if you play enough, you'll just get the gun anyways.
It's true. I already have third iteration.
Cash secured. Good work.
There's a lad. A lad. He needs glimmer. Causes satellite fuels Maya's greed. Interesting. Oh, data pad on me. Data pad on me. Data pad. I got the memo across. That's binary, I think. Okay, here we go.
Also, playing through Destiny 1, I'm kind of sad that they got rid of the House of Kings.
Okay, so they did bring the rocket yard back. It felt like they only showed us like a few areas, and it was only going to be like those areas, but they did bring the rocket yard back. good. Come on, lads! Don't hurt me. Please be nice. Please be gentle. Oh god. You're not being gentle. Get a pet on you. You'll have to tell me where it is in a second. I'm getting my ass beat. They thought of that. I mean, I like new a lot, like, even though it's all in the same old locations, like, I guess if you played Rise, but, like, I much prefer this to playing something in Portal that is, like, old content over and over and over again.
I do wish it dropped
more loot, because I feel like each round should give you a piece of loot, so if you don't want to be in this the whole time.
I also miss the, like, kind of themed loot, you know what I mean? Like how when you ran through the Nether, you got, you know, the Nether Arsenal stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of just the same stuff that drops from every other Portal activity.
I'm hoping they iterate on that better and...
Find up the coordinates to your next LZ. That's pure Golden Age vintage. We don't make them like that anymore.
Ooh, second delayed detonation. Look at that. Okay, where's this data pad? Oh, I see a marker for it. Oh, wait, no, this isn't the data pad. This is a guy. One sec, I'm talking with the guy. On you. You are a badger.
Badger's over there.
Oh my god, I couldn't see his name for the life of me. I'm like looking around, I'm sure it was on my screen, but I'm like, where?
Oh, here's... I got the Radiant and Amplified.
Alright. Bunker!
This area is cool, I like it.
Wow, is this another season of highly stimulating and fun content? I mean, so far I'm highly stimulated and having fun. But obviously it's my first run, so sentiment will change on my 100th run, but... So it definitely seems like it's about 4 bursts, I think. I mean, it's a new activity, so well, instead of running anything that was in the game before now for the 1 millionth time for shitty loot. It's got that going for it.
It's a darkness zone, by the way, just a heads up.
Oh, I'm aware. That doesn't mean I didn't get cooked. What seems interesting is a season pass or Renegade's pre-order. It is season pass. What is it now? I'm betting I have to do something over here. Who is chasing me? The boss is chasing me. Why me? We're like in order? What am I doing wrong? The top one. Okay. That seems right. And then the middle. And now to show the bottom? Yep, okay.
Oh, we have to do it again?
Middle. Bottom. Oh. Okay, that is... middle, close middle, far middle, top. There we go. Cool. It's like Atheon. It's 3 rounds of oracles.
But they don't make the fun noises.
But they don't make the fun noises. That is sorely lacking.
So this guy's got a lot of health.
Yeah, about the usual. Welcome the Grandmaster.
You know, that is fair. The game killed my light level, so I haven't gotten there.
Have you seen my 5 light level, what's it called? The, what's the level I got? By I got, I mean they removed 400 light from it, this update.
That's good.
I would like my cores back, Bungie. I would like all, like, 9,000 cores that'll be. No, Lupi was an old featured item.
When we fought House of Devil Receiver, I thought all splicers were enemies. It wasn't until Mithrax I realized Splicer is just another class, like Warlock, Hunter, or Titan.
5.
That's the same
This used to say
weapon
4. Oh! 5.
It's not the weapon that matters. It's the wielder.
You know what else is really interesting? Hold on. It's... yeah, it's still blue power. It's 5, but it's still showing above 200 power blue. Oh wait, I can't show because Fire Team Power is active right now, so if I put it on, Badger keeps me up. Yeah, it's... thanks, Bunchy. What did I get here? Folded root. Oh, this is what I got. I got a hollow foil. Cluster bomb lasting impression. Pull out like 2 of the old classic perks on one gun. I think I had that. And then, yeah. Cluster in the first slot on this as well. I like that. Putting cluster in the first slot is interesting. I like that. I kind of like the meminess of cluster elastic impression. That could be cool.
Hey, I got my shiny romantic death.
Nice. Claim your first reward from the event track. Yo, huge enhancement core. I did 99% of the weekly in that run. Oh! Okay. Alright.
Wait, I can't equip my romantic death?
Wait, why not?
This item is currently not available.
Oh, wait, let me check with my holofoil I just got, my rocket. Is it because it's a holofoil? Because you got a holofoil, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking they might have just... oh, also, yikes. Oh, because of this shit. I have to clean out Solstice still. Solstice Arms Week Heavy Metal. Just general Portal bullshit. Yeah, mine's grayed out. You can't equip them right now. I think they're just disabled being able to equip them. Because of the Xbox crashes.
That's so dumb.
It's almost like you're not playing on Xbox. I have to rebuild this shit. We weren't really swapping loadouts, so I guess I'll keep lock loadout on. At least I wasn't swapping a loadout.
I was on my same loadout the whole time.
Yeah, we're gonna do Rage and Shield again. Put on a arc threat. And yeah. Watch out for arc damage. We'll do another one. We'll do like one, maybe the other one, depending on how long they take. I think.
Got you.
But yeah. Saywall is now online. Hello, Saywall. You here to play new, stimulating, and fun content?
Is he here to be stimulated?
Highly, in fact. We start here for this
hardware out there, both tech and vehicles.
I do love rolling in a tank. The nearest thing a mortal can do to experiencing the power of a light bearer.
I think word would have already gotten out that Siva's gone, but okay, and whatever makes you feel better.
That was a dialogue you got?
Yeah.
I got something about rolling out in like a tank or something.
That'd be pretty sick. Dude, Cade would love looting this place.
It was kind of sad in me that they aren't give us back Siva, but kind of just trying to accept it. It's just still sad.
It was pointed out on Reddit that Siva just needs like a powerful thing to control it, and there's literally the like what Echo of Control.
Command, but yes.
Right, Echo of Command.
Maya has.
It's like she should be able to just use Siva then. It's just, you know, Bungie wouldn't allow that for.
Well, the only Siva not currently, well, Rise of Iron spoilers, but not currently Rise of Iron spoiling, is Outbreak. That's the only self-sustained, not Rise of Iron spoilered Siva in production right now. Oh, we're dead. We suck.
I thought there was supposed to be some Siva in Failsafe's ship.
That was just... I don't believe that was ever confirmed. That was just a popular theory because it was said that all colony ships should have Siva. Help with colonizing when they left the system. That was Siva's original purpose. Tech now available. No one notices the my head in the sky. Plaid did. Oh, buffs.
Better in your hands than the conductors.
Buffs are there?
Enemies. I'm gonna die. Oh, that's a wyvern. Yeah. Words. My brain, like, searched over it. I've been up.
Oh my god. That just Sparrow exploded on me, I almost died.
I was like, oh, it's just gonna be some goblins and stuff. No, it's a wyvern. It's like, oh, okay. So I think my issue with the Suspend Blast is it seems like you need to get 4 shots worth, like up between 9 and 12 like, I'm gonna shoot 3 in the burst. You need between 9 and 12 like micro missiles, sticky missiles, to embed in an enemy before the detonation suspends. Which means the only you can reliably suspend are bosses, but bosses can't be suspended unless I'm playing with a gun. It seems a little backwards. Okay, before we leave, where data pad? I bet it's in here somewhere. It's over this way, because there's like a lot of rooms here. Unless you happen to know where it is, Blood.
I don't remember. I just autopiloted this whole thing, if I'm gonna be real.
That's fair. I think it's in here, so... Back here? Nope.
What are the waypoint for going over this way? Oh! There's a wall.
Good comms. Oh,
wow, that looks cool. It's like a big old spiky building.
Which one?
It's past this, like, it's where we spawned in. There's like a Vex wall that I can't get to. It's a big spiky building.
I believe that is Foundry. What was the name of it?
I don't like how I can't hit space.
What's the name of it? Foundry 113. That is Foundry 113, also known as the start of the Wrath of the Machine raid. Okay, Bungie, I really thank you for trying to be, you know, nice. I need my jump to get off of. What?
When we reposition, it just puts us right in front of the spiky building.
That's great. Better not pull us, because I want to find this data pad. I'm assuming no Lock Badger, because you haven't said on me, so... Guessing... There's gotta be one here, right? Surely. Somehow on the other side, it's not up, is it? Why did they put it up? Did we get a data pad in the boss room? I don't remember getting a data pad in the boss room from last run.
Oh, you said you did.
Did I?
I just remember you saying.
Did we get one? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I'm gonna hurt myself. I almost unalived myself. Yeah, I don't know. I'll wait for like the esoteric video or something going over all of these. I'm gonna go talk to my Scion friend. Hello. Thanks, man. Oh, Maya's gone. Okay, I'm going to my ship. As soon as I go on my ship, Badger will be like, on me! It's like, well. I'm being shot at, I think. Claude, please protect me. Okay, they're just shooting at you.
They're shooting at me. Ow. There's a hobgoblin with a laser beam just shooting me at.
Oh, they did just Vex wall up the transition zones. Ooh. God, hi. Right around the corner, you weren't supposed to do that.
It's fine. He died.
So glad if you look out over there, there's the ship we were at earlier. Over there is another location we'll probably go to. There's a tank over here? Oh, sure enough. Head down here. When I see Dry, it'll assess down here and probably not see you. I'm dead, so now I can see you. Head down there, down here, down there. Gotcha. I remember that room. Was that more of a spawn door? I'm gonna spawn door. Bad way. My feet are in the picture. Oh god, I think shit in there. Well, would you just die? Each tech now available.
Looks like junk to me, but our elite friend love junk.
You mean boss? The old landing zone over here.
We have other sectors to clear. So old, this tech.
Oh yeah, and the pikes here are the old ones from the Tangle Shore.
What do you mean?
They're the ones that shoot fire out the back of the pike, and they shoot like the void bolts instead of the arc ones.
The type of shorelines, interesting. Is there a guy we can chat with? Oh, he's over there.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was depressed. I mean, same though. No, I don't wanna. No, I want a chest! I want a chest! It doesn't matter, but I want a chest!
But you really need that 50 glimmer?
Yes! No, not really.
That one didn't even give me glimmer.
Gold, I guess? Bro is skating around over here. Are they shielded stuff with him? That's some bullshit.
The boss a hug.
No, I somehow wave blew myself up after my grenade already detonated.
That is a rage supplicant?
Please perish. Please perish. Ew. What's over here? This is zombie capture.
Foundries will go crazy for this.
Lined up the coordinates to
Oh,
your next
I
LZ.
was working on a thing. No, it's fine. Is there a lad here? Yes. Am I gonna run out of dialogue? Oh, hey, there's a pad here again? Same spot? Alright.
Sector reassessment. Orbital platform active. Orbital platform reached. Status. Calamitous.
Calamitous.
Oh, was. Archon's Keep. Oh, I remember this place. Shit, I got there. UV Destiny, huh? Yeah. The Playgrounds. There's a Maya head in the sky. Just the second one. Not to be confused with the good one. Make that how you will, because now there's more than one other option.
And arguably, both are better.
I would say both are. Well, yeah, I kind of harbored the Destiny 1 because the systems have been in this game, but rose-colored glasses.
If we were
oh
talking
god,
like final
no.
shape.
Okay, diamond. Where? Triangle. I guess we have to do it 3 times. Square.
There.
Triangle. Come on. Diamond, diamond, square, square, triangle.
Diamond.
Square.
Man, I feel like I'm doing. I feel like I'm doing.
Avalon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, he's back, and he's pissed, and he's behind you.
Oh, he's very pissed!
He just drilled it. Oh, I warned you as soon as I saw him.
What? Where'd he go? I just shot a rocket at him.
Next, gotta step up their game. Wait, hold on. It's a remix of the best Destiny song ever! I heard that chorus. You hear that? That's Rise of Iron. This is a Rise of Iron remix.
That makes sense.
The chorus that you can hear, like, I guess it's not really like a chorus. Like, it's more like a bridge, I guess. Like the main chunk of Rise of Iron is in there, and then it gets remixed. I wish the war sat opened up instead of just disappearing and spawning a gold chest.
Ever since Maya discovered the Echo, I hear rumors of Vex behaving strangely.
Hey, 200 things are dropping now.
But in the field, they all
What's
follow
their
orders like
chain? Interesting.
Individuation isn't a binary state.
I
It's
cannot.
a gradual process that people develop by degrees over time.
Nothing rocket.
Maybe each Vex is individuating at their own pace.
What?
Or maybe they're being
Nothing.
compelled, like the Cabal.
Yeah, so
Maybe Maya's control over the Echo
the
is
one I
starting
got
to
is the
crack.
holofoil. This is the non-holofoil. It just looks like boring. The holofoil is the fact that it's got a map on it.
You didn't believe me.
The forge is closed? Well, no, you were saying something different. Womp womp. I only give out fun commendations because people in my fire team are fun. Speak with Devrim. Oh god. Oh no.
Oh, not Devrim.
Oh no. Not the EDZ again.
Oh god. It's gonna crash our games.
It's gonna kick you guys out. Hold on. I would like to.
It's gonna boot me.
Got a shitty rocket. I would like to get romantic deaths. I've only got the one now. Does that have tenacity? They have tenacity on them? I like that. 418. That's an upgrade. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Romantic Death, what a cool gun name. The Holofoil looks kind of neat too. It's got like topographical maps and shit on it.
Very Devrim-y, you know?
Very funky looking. It's a waveframe though. Who likes waveframes in the current era? Alright. Very EDZ vibes, yeah. Oh, I got a tier 4 Disaster Core plate. Also known as a reskin of something else. EDZ, alright, ready? Let's go!
I'm never gonna be ready.
Hey, can somebody delete a shader so I can launch, please? Delete a shader,
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
please. Please? Help?
Alright, I deleted 5 shaders. Was that enough?
I need 5 more.
Oh, shit.
Like,
I
I'm
love
not
my
stupid,
shaders.
right? Like, we can go as a team of 3. Like, just thanks, Wes. I don't know if you can hear the clicking. I'm clicking. No, you can't? That's weird, because it's like right next to the mic. That's good filtering if that's the case. There we go. I just had the bitch. Yeah, you hear nothing? That's crazy. I guess that's weird, even though it's right next to the mic, that it's cutting that out. Unless, no, the mic's not, like, I don't know, these don't even have a, I was gonna say, unless it's on my, like, my earbuds, but they don't even have a mic on them, so it wouldn't be that. Oh, do you love my totally not an X-Wing? And Badger's totally not an X-Wing?
I like how they had to make their own X-Wing, but they didn't have to make their own TIE Fighter and TIE Whisper.
You like Badger's totally not, his is cooler. Yeah, his is bright blue, totally not an X-Wing.
Yeah, completely different. Also, did you see the anime Devil's Ruin ornament?
Yep, I saw it. Hey, you guys are here
I
with
died
me,
laughing when I saw that one.
welcome. Wait, hold on. Plaid, don't move.
I see them.
Go run at the enemy. Oh, they flew off you.
Oh.
They don't stay on you. Bummer. They were all like tongue-in-cheek about that, like, better go find out.
It's because it doesn't. They didn't want to disappoint in the stream.
That needs to be a patch. These need to stick to players.
Watch, it'll be like Telesto and will actually obliterate the game.
Like, I get it kind of defeats the point because you want to stick them to enemies for the perk, but like, come on. I got an enhancement prism for that.
I can't get romantic death because I need to be Guardian rank 5.
Wes is right though. That's probably what they're scared of. Yeah, Plaid, just play the fucking game. What do you still need to do for Guardian rank 5?
Well, I don't know. I need to get to 200 still. I'm at fucking 97.
That's
197. I have to do a bunch of things with modifiers active, I think.
So, play the fucking game.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry for you, that's the worst, having to play the game that you usually have played in the past. You can't say that you paid for it, because you didn't pay for it, yeah. Definitely just the Renegades, I think. Renegades might be worth it more than Edge of Fate. Not that Edge of Fate...
Well, see, it definitely looks like it has more content than Edge of Fate. Edge of Fate was...
Not that Edge of Fate's narrative isn't worth playing for, but like, yeah.
It's like, I was promised Rise of Iron levels of content, and I was given
What they
Curse
did
of Osiris
by
levels of content.
by giving you Portal. Portal is great.
Yeah,
Rise of Iron content.
sure. Portal.
It's been 398 days, 22 hours, and 15 minutes since the last Telesto bug. I don't think they want to break that with another gun that was somehow caused Telesto to break.
Makes sense, honestly.
I didn't realize the Telesto website was still running. It's been so long. It's been over a year. What was the last Telesto bug? I think that's on there. What was the last Telesto bug?
Also, nobody answered my question in the Discord. What the hell happened to Banshee's voice?
What do you mean what happened to Banshee's voice?
He sounds completely different.
Activating void symbols in final shape. And Banshee's got a new VA. Interesting. Is it Deborah Wilson?
No, it definitely isn't Deborah Wilson.
Source Twitter comments. I want to check this for myself, so we're gonna go there. And then I want to go... I mean, I don't know if you'll mind. I doubt Badger probably minds, but I want to at least do the first bit of the invitation. The starting mission for Edge of Fate that you should have access to, because I want to hear...
I should.
I want to hear... how... Because, like, it is very blatantly Savathun. And, like, she kind of fades out of Savathun by the end of the campaign, but, like, that mission, it's like she's just using her Savathun voice, basically. Like, she's not, like, warmed into trying to be Ikora, kinda. So, I want to hear how stark of a contrast it is. See, I want Smoke Jumper armor, but I don't want it to be tier 2.
I still have Nonary manifolds.
Me too. Good luck in dismantling those.
They're going in my vault, actually.
Hell? Really? Piece of shit. My tech sec is ordered for something. These taken orbs are calling to me. I had a lot of self-control, and I didn't buy the Taken armor.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
I had a lot of self-control, and I didn't buy the Taken armor. Didn't buy the choir
ornament. Was that self-control
in
the... Was that in the dream that you had, or...?
I didn't buy the choir ornament. But no, the Taken armor is kind of hot. Checking here.
I wish the Taken shader wasn't so expensive.
I'll be honest. If you got the one from the chess puzzle, this isn't as important to get. It'll probably be for brightness in the future.
I completely forgot about the chess puzzle one, I'm gonna be real.
This one's a little more Taken-y, like a little bit more, but like if you just need if you just need a spot fix for like an exotic or something, the old chess one will probably be fine to match with this. If you ask me. I've looked at it on a couple pieces of armor. It'll be passable. Sorry for putting us in a console tower. My bad. I'm the worst.
You're the worst.
I am the worst. Yeah, for like 2,000 silver, this is not worth it. Like, these are cool, I guess, but like...
The board is pretty sick.
But I mean, I have my Yaller horn skimmer. I'm like content on skimmers. Once they added the Iron Yaller wing or whatever it was called in Rise of Iron, the Iron Galley Sparrow. That's like all I used for like that's still equipped on like all 3 characters today. Like that's all I use. It sound cool when you boost. I mean, in that game, it also had cool sparrow horn that made like wolf noises, and so like yeah, I'm content. Wait, did they add like Quicksilver cosmetics now? They did. They did like they just did condition, and now we're doing Quicksilver. But whoa, spiky ship. No, yeah, me too, Wes. Why haven't they brought back sparrow horns? That's like that can print money. More money. I shouldn't say it can print money because they already do print money.
And they're owned by PlayStation now, so they can have like different game sound effects.
Players would love to be horny.
I mean, they already are.
Have you seen Rising? Well, actually, I was gonna say I shouldn't say have you seen Rising because Rising is not very waifu-y. Outside of I guess
Goth Mommy.
I was gonna say outside of Gwen. Everyone loves Gwen. Why does this man have horns and a tail?
I think I actually have one of those.
Is that the hollow?
The infernal thing. You got it from Heavy Metal, I think.
That's what that hollow chip looks like. Okay. Okay.
Can't put a price on priceless, but I managed.
Yeah, I mean...
I haven't used any of those.
1,000,000% different. Wait, they got rid of 2 of his bounties? He only has 2 normal bounties now? That's crazy. Why was that a needed nerf? And I don't remember reading about that in any blog. They do, like, they hid the fact that they cut his bounties in half for, like, the 2 people who are still doing them for an enhancement course. Really, Bungie? We're hiding that now.
I think. Guardian.
I don't know if it's Amaru, but I can see where, like, say I was saying people think it's Amaru. It's got the same kind of tone to it, I guess.
Ada's nice shooting.
Like a less pissed off Amaru.
Yeah, I could see that too. I don't know.
I'm sure I'm selling something worthwhile.
It's weird they've like if Amaru's yeah, sure. So I'm pretty sure all of these are gonna show us complete. Yeah. Yeah. These are all weird. Weird. All the monuments to Seasons Pass are completed, but I can buy stuff in here. Oh, I could get an Eververse engram.
I can't wait to get my Season of the Dawn armor. Finally.
Which armor is it? The base one or the ornaments? Oh, the ornaments. Oh, in the base armor. You can get the base armor as a bundle. That's cool.
Also,
this is a great system. I will give them that.
It's much better than their last one. Of just give them money.
Very generous. I mean, honestly, the only thing I'd probably spend money on in here is probably templates and engrams. Since we have templates and Eververse engrams. In fact, I'm just gonna buy it.
Templates would be decent too.
Yeah, they're really expensive though. I'm buying an engram. Does it auto decrypt? It does. Makes a little bit of sense. You get to go to the Eververse store. Just like in D1. No, it's not like that.
Eververse deals in all manner.
I got a dramatic faint from Revenant, the rare emote. Right. I mean,
you know, maybe they didn't repaint the tower and they just power washed it. I'm seeing like water stains all over the place too.
When's the Power Wash Sim collab?
Wait, actually though, I would pay good money for that.
When's that collab? Power wash the courtyard. Power wash.
You know, it'd be the best thing ever.
If
you got to power wash the old tower. You could go into the old tower and power wash Sim, but not Destiny 2.
Yo, it's salt. That's it. That's the tweet. It's Salt.
Salt. He's a god slayer, don't you know?
Yeah.
I'm eternal.
Oh, God
I forgot which one I had equipped.
Let's see
Also, I didn't know the legend title was time gated. Or not time gated. Like limited time.
Why you can't get it anymore?
Yeah, it's a legacy title now.
Oh.
I put it off for a little too long, it sounds like.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, it wasn't that hard. I mean, it was tedious at times, but it wasn't that bad.
That's why I kept putting it off. Didn't want to do it.
Well, so that means, Badger, we gotta put on the legend title, rub it in his face.
I got God Slayer. It's literally all I need.
Yeah, but did you get it in a weekend? I didn't think so.
I mean, I was there for that whole thing.
That doesn't count. I've been waiting all damn day for Pete to upload his server files for his Kalamon Academy update, and this man still sent, and the update released at 7 AM this morning. That's like 13 and a half hours ago. I was at work, and now I'm not. Crazy how that happens.
Freaking crazy, bro.
Freaking crazy, bro.
Why is it?
That's crazy one.
Oh, there's no elevator there.
Can't help but notice there's a death icon down there. Oh, Briar Vines. Ooh, nice scene. Ooh, Wings of Sacred Dawn. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, run coat. Ooh, Seekin. Ooh, piece of candy. Something might be released after I go to bed. Server files will be uploaded when I wake up. Is Cobblemon Academy like a pack that like Pete's curating? Interesting if so.
Couldn't have picked better myself.
He's an active dev for it.
Take care of yourself, okay?
Okay. And Zer. Oh wait, wrong day. Alright, I think at least as far as stream goes, that's probably gonna be it for stream, so I'm gonna wrap it up here real quick. Co-created it. Gotcha. Alright, well, I'll be right back, bud.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea. We might dabble. I don't know if we'll play much Destiny on stream until probably the next time will be like in definitely in like a month when the exotic mission comes out. Probably do that. Might do a Festival of the Lost stream. So, like, those two might be the only things. It's really a bummer they're gonna intrude on Spooky Month. But here we are, because Win Water Park Sim? Never. Also, you guys don't get to be on screen. I just realized you haven't been on screen. There you go. Wait, wrong stream? There, you're on screen now. You can yell at me for you not being on stream. This is the new exotic. That was a stream decision made? Nah. I must have been recording something in Destiny last and took off the thing and forgot to add it. Axe. Sword. Yep. The axe sword. But, yeah, we're gonna get on, we'll put on BRB. I'm gonna yap for just a second. Yeah, so, definitely probably gonna go light on Destiny because, like I said, I mean, in 2 days, technically, Borderlands comes out. I know I'm gonna be streaming it Friday. Take us to Applebee's. Hell yeah. So Borderlands is probably gonna take, at least just to roll credits, it's gonna probably take the entirety of September. How it might bleed into Spooky Month. If it's like, once it comes out, I almost like exclusively stream that and do longer streams. Courage for no performances is indicated in today's statement. That's why I'm not rushing to do it on Thursday. I'm waiting to do it on Friday just to see. But, yeah, Borderlands is gonna take up basically the rest of September. So Destiny, we'll probably put Destiny on hold until the 7th, because I think that's the day the exotic mission comes out to get that axe. And then we might check it out, I think, like a week or so later for Festival. Do like one stream there, just to check that out, because it's a new activity. And by new, it sounds like they're just doing Altars of Sorrow, but Halloween edition. Which, whatever. But I guess it's better than Lost Sectors. Yeah, I think that's kind of where we're at. Like, this isn't, like, I'll put it this way. New, just like fast as new events. I mean, it is new in the sense that they haven't done this recycled, regurgitated content yet for an event. So it's new in that sense, but in the broad sense, no, it's not new. You're right. But, so at least somewhat better. Yeah. Sounds like they've only given the name, and I've inferred it's just going to be the Moon Public event, but Festival Lost. So, yeah. But we'll check that out. We'll do the thing. And then I think we're just going to kind of put Destiny streams kind of like on a shelf until the end of November. Maybe do like a final Edge of Fate stream before Renegades launches in early December. And yeah, so we're probably gonna shove Destiny for a little bit because, like, again, Borderlands Spooky Month. I don't know. I'll fill November with something, but yeah, we're kind of in the waiting period for Renegades because it's just right now Reclaim's good, but it's just more Portal. Spooky Month, yeah, I gotta workshop some ideas for Spooky Month. I'm gonna be 100%, but I got like 3 weeks for that, almost to the day. Actually, I think to the day. I think 3 weeks tomorrow is the 1st of October. Mortuary is your one and only suggestion. I will be considering that. I've got ideas I have to think of. Unfortunately, I don't think Battlefield counts as a horror game, but that is... Battlefield is kind of on my radar because I like the beta. But we're done yapping. Not with that attitude. Yeah, we're done yapping. We're gonna go to Toxic offline. Have you ever seen a tank just randomly round a tank at you? Yeah. Yep. And then round a tank. Yep, you stand by it here. We'll put it on the screen just so you can stand by it. Right there, round a tank. Alright. We're getting out of here. We are gonna go rid Saka, who should be streaming in like 40 minutes-ish. Optimistically. Within an hour. We'll be generous. Within an hour, he should be live. Yeah. I don't know if he has said anything he's planning on doing. I know yesterday was F1, I believe. Oh, tonight is more water perks in. Good comms. That's why you meant wrong stream. Gotcha. So he's gonna be managing a water park. And yeah, I'll be back. I think I said tomorrow, a little bit later tomorrow, with the other Destiny I'm currently playing, because we still have some story to chew through on that. Story and grinding and gotcha pulling feels Gamba Man, Gamba Addict. So we'll be back with that. Thursday is a bit of a toss-up. Could be Destiny Rising, could be Minecraft, and then Friday is Borderlands if it isn't broken on performance. We're going to start our playthrough. I think our main playthrough on stream is going to be solo. Nobody's I haven't really been able to work out anyone who can really join me at the drop of a hat with my random schedules. So yeah, we'll play through that. It'll be interesting. It looks good. But until then, you guys have a good night. I'm sending you to Sako. Go get your front row seats. See you tomorrow. Peace.